What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Ball Game Podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Tom.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Dean.
That was the third attempt at an intro. The first time Dean laughed at my voice. As you can hear, it's not very good at the current moment. The second time this kid tried to do an intro, and we just laughed at how fucking poor it was. So
I didn't have the order of the things right. I forgot it goes names first, then what we're doing for the day. Yeah.
it's all right,
You'll
Dean.
get them next time. Don't worry about
We're
it.
just happy to have you
There
back.
probably won't be a next time.
Yep, that was your only chance.
I think that's
to
the
ever
only
do the
time.
intro for the pod.
I don't like it. I didn't love it. I won't do it again, even
right.
if you ask me to.
Yeah, we didn't love it either. That's why we had to do it again.
Yeah.
But welcome back, Dean.
Thanks. It
So-
was a busy week last week.
How's everything going?
Everything's good. I worked a lot last week. Not working a lot this week. It's where we like to be.
How is picking apples?
Oh, you saw that?
I saw
Yeah,
that.
we saw
All right, so we picked a few
Kid
apples. They didn't
chooses
really
apple
have.
picking over his, podcast.
Okay.
duties.
We went to the orchard, and I guess it's like later in the season, and there weren't too many options. I didn't even know these were a thing, called Jonathan's. They were like the only red
Jonathan's
ones.
from work.
Jonathan's.
There's Red Delicious.
Yeah.
There were crisps.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't know. So we picked a few. We're going to try to make an apple pie tomorrow.
Nice.
See how that goes. But
You got ice cream?
not yet. We will get some.
All right, yeah.
'Cause you
that's
need
a must. Yeah,
must.
that's a
Vanilla
must.
ice cream?
What's
Yeah.
the go-to ice cream for everybody?
For an apple
Not
pie?
for an apple pie, just in general.
I like chocolate chip cookie dough, man. I'm a big fan of the cookie doughs.
Mm-hmm. That's ball knowledge. I like cookies and cream.
You love that
Cookies
cream.
and cream,
Like
baby.
anything, like ever.
Yes.
Okay, so when you're down the shore at Core Brothers, you
Not
get
sponsored.
the peanut
Not sponsored
not
at all.
sponsored. You get the peanut butter soft serve. It's so good. It is the best ice cream you'll ever eat in your life.
Where is this?
Core Bros. It's on like the boardwalk. It's just like the regular ice cream place, but they
You
have
know what to do,
peanut
Core
butter
Bros.
soft serve.
You know what
So-
to do. Send us some of that. Send us some of that, please. But soft serve is the way to describe this week in the NFL season.
You're
it was
not gonna
absolute
tell us
garbage.
what ice cream you like.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to guess. Leave a comment down below
All right,
guessing what flavor
exactly.
ice
That's
cream
how we get. That's how we get
Well,
interaction.
can we guess? What do you think
Yeah,
it
go
is?
ahead.
What do you think
it
it is?
is. He's just a chocolate guy, bro.
Nah, he's a mint chip.
No.
Oh, you think
disgusting.
he's a
Idiot.
freak?
That's
Yeah.
fucking
No.
horrible.
He's a
dude.
freaky
What do
boy.
you think of me?
Um,
You think I'm a freaky boy?
You like the Napoleon, but you take a little scoop of each and you eat them all at one time. Little freaky boy. Little ice cream freak.
you're a swirl guy.
I mean, chocolate and vanilla swirl is fire
Okay.
for sure.
Mint
Yeah.
chocolate and vanilla is fire.
Like,
Chocolate and
beats
vanilla
my ass
fire.
in 2 leagues in fantasy football this week.
Don't know how
and
to
just
act.
has to pile on. Just has to pile on.
You don't even know about piling on, bro. When I first walked in this door, there was nobody else in this house, bro.
That's so out of pocket.
I
didn't say anything.
On the pod.
crazy. Yeah.
There was nobody here.
On the pod is crazy.
No, I just posted up on your couch.
Yo. Nah. Move on.
What are we talking about today?
Yo.
I did beat Matty J in 2 fantasy leagues this week.
Saying that after what you just said,
Say something back.
no, I don't have anything to say. I was going to keep my talking to unlimited tonight. So thanks for that, Dean. I
Well,
appreciate it.
I missed a week, so there's a lot of talking to be talked.
Talking to be talked. Got
Heck
it.
yeah. Words to be spoken.
A lot of shit to be talked. My favorite ice cream, by the way, is cookies and cream.
Fuck yeah.
So
Nice.
Ball
I'd
knowledge.
have to agree with you on that one. Tonight, we had 2 Monday Night Football games. Absolute trash. The worst of all time. From what I've heard from you guys before this podcast, I will be very upfront and honest. I didn't get the chance to watch either one of these games. I caught the back end of the Jets game, threw it on the phone, survived in the Guillotine League, all thanks to Justin Fields. But the final scores of these games, the Dolphins finally got their first win of the season, 27-21. And the other game, an absolute snooze fest. At least the score suggests that. 28-3, the Broncos beat the Bengals. As we all said, it was a get-right game for the Broncos. And as for the Dolphins and the Jets, unfortunately, Tyreek Hill snapped his leg in half.
Yeah,
I saw that on Twitter.
that was a tough watch.
He had a dislocated knee.
That's what they're calling it
the
right now.
official at the moment.
So what are some takeaways from both of these games? I guess we'll start with the Dolphins and the Jets. What'd you guys think?
I'm hyped. I'm hyped because we were 0-3 and it all looked grim. And then one man walked through that door and saved the season. Darren Waller.
2-tug day.
Two
Two touchdowns.
3 for
Yeah.
27 and 2 touchdowns.
tug
He's the red zone man.
for the Walrus. The red zone weapon Tua needed this whole time. But now, I mean, the Dolphins look sharp. They look sharp in those jerseys. They came out. They took care of business. The Jets are bad.
They're so
The
bad.
Jets are real bad.
Probably the least fun I've ever had watching football was watching the Jets.
Their defense is just the worst. They can't stop anything. They're not good at defending the run, the pass, anything that you need to do as a defense. They're not good at any of it. They don't force any turnovers. They literally have 0 forced turnovers. Anytime there's a fumble, they will not pick it up.
They have 0 forced turnovers.
0 forced turnovers, and they're actually like they haven't converted on the last 100 fumbles
Oh, and listen to this.
on both
stat.
sides. Like if they fumble the ball, they lose
Yeah.
it. If the other team fumbles the ball, they keep it.
No, you listen to this. This is according to the Jet Press on Twitter.
I think this is a fake stat, by the way. I think.
It could be. The Jets' opponents have recovered 1,071 of 1,072 fumbles over the last
There's
25
no
years.
shot that's real.
But what did you say? You said something not similar,
The
but
last 101 fumbles.
There's just no
there's
shot.
they've only recovered 100.
There's just no shot.
But the opponents have recovered 100. No, the Jets are real bad, dude. I know this is like a retooling year for them, but
Is this something that we didn't know?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought they would have got one.
Someone-
Week
someone
one had
did.
us thinking that they were kind of different. Like there was a culture change, and it's hard to build a culture when you
Suck.
commit so many penalties and your defense sucks.
Yeah.
I think the run game looks cool, looks really good. That's awesome. But everything else is garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty except Garrett Wilson. He's electrifying. I love watching him play, man.
What the fuck? That catch was crazy.
Yeah.
He had
Oh, he's
multiple
nuts,
catches in
bro.
this game where
He's nuts.
one of them didn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the one
Phantom OPI call. That was crazy.
The
Yeah.
flag's being called on the Jets, so the Jets not getting. There was another play that we didn't have on that I was watching on my iPad, where Justin Fields got hit 5 yards out of bounds, no call. Titman had his helmet ripped off by a D lineman mid play, didn't get a call. Continuous things like that don't help their case, and it just continues to snowball for them.
Jets versus the refs. The tail was
And
versus
versus themselves, they freaking suck.
I'm
Yeah,
just
they're bad.
glad you came around to admit it. I'm just happy.
I mean, 0-4, he kind of has no choice, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's literally not a single glimmer of hope.
You guys might still make the playoffs. You're not mathematically eliminated.
Yeah, you either, buddy.
I never said anything about the Giants yet.
You
Not
will.
yet, at least.
You will.
I definitely will. There's a lot to be said, but I didn't get the chance to watch this game like I said before, but I kind of expected nothing less. I mean, you guys stink. That defense isn't good. And Justin Fields is as bad as I thought he was. I'm assuming he didn't look good in this one.
He was all right. I mean, it wasn't the problem.
He completed 74% of his passes. He had 81 rushing yards. He combined 300 yards in the day. It wasn't so bad.
He had a costly fumble though early on, right?
Their defense is just terrible.
Braylon Allen
They
fumbled
can't
on the
stop
one, too.
anything, right? Brilliant. These costly, timely mistakes that they continue to make throughout the course of a game. It's one here, it's a fumble here, it's a hold here, it's a roughing the passer. It's stupid penalties that just kill them. Good football teams don't do these things, and the Jets do all of these things.
I mean, other than the Bills game,
It's just funny. Just watching you be sad about your team.
Thanks.
other than the Bills game, they're in all these games, so it sucks. There's
They
very
weren't
much
in the game tonight though.
No, tonight. I guess tonight they weren't, but
The Bucks game, they were pretty close.
The fumbles early killed them though.
Steelers game, they were close.
Yeah, but the Dolphins had control of the
Yeah,
game
yeah.
from the get-go.
Yeah.
They fucking spilled all the fries over there, by the
That's
way.
crazy.
No way.
All of the fries.
Idiots.
All I know is that you better not just fucking sweep and think your job is done over there.
Job's
Clean
not
that
finished.
fucking floor.
Job's not finished.
Clean that fucking floor. Job's not finished.
This guy Pat really drove all the way to the store to drop the fries. Put the fries in the bag, bruh.
So bad. I just love the fact that after they did it, they looked over, Nick made direct eye contact with me. Like, I hope he didn't see that, and then immediately realized I fucking saw it. So, well done to the boys over there. Great job. Great fucking job.
Isn't that a
Why you got the CJ
Joshua?
Stroud
Josh
jersey
Block?
on, bro?
Nick, you better fucking clean that floor.
Bro knows we don't got a camera back there, right?
Yeah.
Why is he gotta wipe it?
Yes.
Why?
No.
Oh, you
No,
make
like
me
a
wanna
fucking
shout,
Clorox
put my
wipe or
hands
something.
up
I
in-
don't fucking know. Eat first. It's okay. Jeez. We
Definitely eat first. You might make more of a mess.
Good thing you didn't, bro.
ridiculous. This is ridiculous. There was another game tonight. We don't got to continue
Unfortunately.
crapping on your team. Unless you want to talk about the Dolphins, or is there not much to say?
I mean, we're back.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
They didn't look good either.
The schedule opens up.
Well, to be fair, the guy that was, never wanted in the first, didn't want to be there in the first place is no longer,
He was smiling and laughing as he was being carted off the field. It was pretty crazy.
So maybe things turn
I mean,
around.
you get the Panthers, the no Joe Alt, it seems like Chargers, the Browns, the Falcons, and then the ass Ravens, bro.
the
Yeah,
ass
okay.
Ravens. The ass Ravens will put belt to ass against the
Will
fucking
they, though?
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know, man. We got Darren Waller. I don't know if the Ravens have an answer
I'll
for
put
that.
100 on that right now
They might
ahead
not.
of time.
Chill. We'll
I thought
see
you
what
were-
happens when we get there. We'll see who's in the lineup, who's out of the lineup.
You get to the red zone, it's basically a guaranteed touchdown to Darren Waller.
exactly.
he has a 100% touchdown rate in the red zone. Yeah.
Oh,
He's
Lord.
actually cracked. Like,
That dude, you're right. He does crack.
All right.
17 PPR points in his first night out.
no, he's exactly what the Dolphins offense needed
Like,
the
actually.
whole time.
Tua
Like,
said he's
actually.
been waiting for a guy like Waller to come around so he can.
I mean,
big
he's
guy,
one of the-
big target in the red zone.
Like, he's one of the all-time tight ends.
Well, yeah,
He's
no,
one
I-
of the
yeah.
all-time rappers.
So in the one of the all-time Kelsey Plum X's.
Yes.
Indeed,
as well.
indeed, that's to his resume.
One of the greatest something else's of all time.
No.
Continue.
I have no idea where you were going.
Don't worry
either,
about
but
it.
it's
Tom
okay.
knows where I'm going with that.
Sure.
No.
In
One
the
of the greatest
broadcast.
one of the giants of all time.
Yeah.
Dan called it on the broadcast. He was like, the Dolphins have been missing a 6'6", ginormous man to throw the ball to, and they threw it to him immediately. He mossed Garrett Wilson.
He did.
And toe tapped.
Garrett Wilson doesn't play
Not Garrett
defense.
Wilson. Sauce Gardner.
I doubled down. I said he did. Like,
Nah, he got
paused
it.
Garrett Wilson.
I didn't even
He
catch
did.
it. I had you back on that, bro. You
been a
could've-
long
You
day.
could have said anything.
On
there.
Sauce Gardner's head, bro.
On his dome piece.
What do the kids say?
On his
Give me
100
head top.
It's $120
Top.
million head.
Top. It's expensive head.
$120 million.
It is a
No, the
very
Dolphins are back,
expensive
bro. I'm hyped.
If they lose to the Panthers next week, oh boy. Oh boy.
Well, it's great because I can't lose. One agenda will live on.
Amen.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
How many agendas do you have?
So many.
So many.
Too many to keep track.
So as for the other game, I'm sure you guys aren't going to have too many thoughts on it. 28-3 final.
Yeah.
Chris, you want to get us started on it?
We watched it because it was our jobs and they were on a primetime slot.
Yes.
I will not be tuning into the Bengals any longer, though. It's
Agreed.
atrocious to watch. Jake Browning is fucking terrible, bro. Granted, like, shout out
really
Riley
is.
Moss for getting his revenge on the Bengals receivers because last time he had a rough go at it. But, I mean, the Broncos
game.
corners had those dudes locked up. But Jake Browning is fucking terrible, dude. I can't watch.
What the fuck? He's been like decent in the past. I don't understand.
He's bad, bro.
He's so pitiful to watch.
They got to trade for a guy.
They
We know a
definitely
guy.
do.
Come
Or else
We
this
know a
team is
guy.
gonna be
Come get him.
lost.
We know a guy.
Yo, let's. NFL cooked with the 2 Monday night games.
They did.
Let-
Round of applause. Thank you, NFL,
Thank you,
for
NFL.
giving
For
us
two
not one, but two great, amazing games to
terrific,
cap off
amazing
the week on
games.
Monday night.
Yeah.
Wasting
wasting 4 hours.
5 hours of our
Yeah.
life.
Yes.
Yeah, that you'll never get
Thank
back.
you. Thank you,
unfortunately.
NFL. We appreciate that.
And isn't this the second time that we've gotten to?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
But at least this one didn't go till 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So at least there's
Grateful
that.
for that.
I do love Sunday morning game.
I
Staying up
agree.
late.
Starting football from that ass crack of dawn is just the way to go, man.
And they're so excited overseas. Like
I'm
for
so
football.
excited for them to be
Yeah.
overseas.
Yeah. Did you guys
Yeah.
see like
Experience that.
on the jumbotron? They're like explaining the rules.
That's
of football.
sick.
That's awesome.
Insane.
Did you
pretty
guys
cool.
know that this past weekend was the most amount of Americans going to Europe at one time since World War II?
That's pretty sick.
Since we had to go over there and put belt to ass to the Axis powers.
That's pretty sick.
Beating the shit out of the Axis powers is here. Right behind it, Viking Steelers in Dublin.
That's awesome.
The Carson Wentz experience.
The
right
Carson
behind
Wentz
it.
experience. Shout out Ty Schmidt for that fact. I got that. That was hilarious.
That's pretty amazing. I also saw a stat that there were 22
Yeah.
different jerseys
Yeah, who the fuck's counting that?
in the stands, which I don't know if that's the truth.
They
That
got a
could just
guy at
be-
admissions just being like, did we see a 49ers jersey already? I can't
I'm
fucking
not
tell.
gonna lie though, when I be going to games, I be taking note of all the different jerseys I see.
But,
Maybe
like,
not
for
Of
us,
different teams?
So there was one time when we were at one of the Jets games. I don't know which one it was. Maybe it was Halloween last year. Maybe it was a different one. Maybe it was the one 2 years ago, the Chargers one that we all went to. But there was Odell on the Browns.
Wow.
It was like 3 crazy jerseys that walked past me, bro. Odell on the Browns. It might have been like Tyreek on the Chiefs, and then something else. That
Tyreek
walked
on the
past me.
Chiefs isn't.
To a Jets Chargers or
Jets-
Jets
Oh, I mean,
Texans game.
yeah.
It's pretty.
I feel
Right,
like
like
I
it-
always see an Aaron Rodgers Green Bay jersey wherever I go. It's like an NFL game. Like those, that's like in the wild everywhere.
People definitely be just wearing jerseys to games. It's kind of strange.
Yeah.
Overseas though makes sense.
Yeah,
I
They
was
don't-
overseas
about to
makes
say
sense.
you
Yeah,
just wear the
100%.
only jersey you have.
Right.
like-
100%.
which for you to even have a jersey is, I applaud. What, an NFL jersey in Ireland?
Congrats to the Irish people who own NFL jerseys.
I'm just
Congrats-
saying,
hey,
like it's not like
Congrats to you for using Amazon. That's really good.
Yeah,
That's really well
no,
done.
like they don't locally televise the freaking
No, yeah.
Browns.
No, that's why they have these games here to grow the global.
Dublin is probably a hell of a place to go, like, watch some football, though. He's pounding
Pounding beers. Pounding beers. Guinness.
splitting G's all
Splitting
day.
the G, yeah.
I didn't mean to
exactly.
laugh. You see, Skylar Thompson got jumped.
Yeah,
That's
I
Yeah,
did
that's,
see that.
that is
he got
crazy.
jumped and robbed the night
Prayers,
before the game.
bro.
That's tough.
Hey, man, those Peaky Blinders, brother.
Seriously.
You gotta watch out.
Gotta watch out for the Peaky
Yeah,
Blinders.
IRA.
Yo, this is just how you know how shit tonight's game was, by the way, that we didn't even, like, cover it for 2 minutes and immediately got on a side tangent.
Yeah.
So if...
Well, there was no takeaways from that
No.
Bengals Bronco game.
The Broncos really
That's
didn't
another
even,
one.
like, play well either. They just beat
Right. They kind of ran the ball a little bit.
the shit-ass Bengals.
They threw it when they could.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it.
Didn't Bo play, like, decent, though?
Bo threw a stupid pick at one point
Oh, okay.
in the end zone.
In the end zone.
Bo's
Yeah,
good
he
for
did.
one of those every game, it
Played
seems.
well.
Yeah. But, you know, taking care of business. Good for you. Good for you, Denver.
Good
you gotta
for
do?
you, Denver.
I think the Bengals should trade for Russell Wilson. Just a quick side note.
I thought you were talking about Jameis. I feel like Jameis is a better fit on the Bengals than.
Either one.
Nah, you just chuck that bitch deep if you're Russell Wilson. And
Yeah,
just
but he's
hope for
not
the
good at
best.
that. Jameis is good at that.
No, that's exactly what Russell Wilson is good at. That's the only thing he's good at. The deep ball, exactly. Only thing he's good at.
Yeah, but I feel like they need a true gunslinger.
We are not trading Jameis Winston.
You think
He
you're
is
trading?
not leaving
You
this
think you're
fucking
trading
team.
Russell Wilson?
Yes.
He's a captain.
What do you think happens if you trade Jameis Winston?
It all falls apart.
Playoff chances are good.
No, I do love seeing Jameis on
Nah.
Giant socials, though.
Jameis
Like,
immediately after the game
That's just worth-
posted him eating the Jaxson Dart W.
Right.
So tough.
He's for bro. It's all the vibes.
Giant for
It's all the
life.
vibes. He is he should be a giant for life.
They should put him in the rafters.
Russell Wilson deserves to.
Statue, bro.
You don't think James deserves a chance to play?
I think he does, but I think Jameis has said on multiple occasions that this is his mission, that God has sent him down to earth for.
I don't think he,
That's what's crazy is that's a direct quote.
but I don't think he has like a choice.
No, he does. He could tell the front office, I don't, like, please don't trade me, and we're going to say, okay.
He's
I
not
don't, know
right.
about, I don't know about all that, bro.
James has a lot of sway in the front office.
Why?
He does.
Oh, why?
With it. With it.
You like that?
Like that you just found out about that?
Oh, why?
All right, bro.
Where you learn that?
It's like this 16-year-old at work. His name's Chris, bro. Every time I ask him to do something, he goes, why? That's what he says to me.
Forrest Gump?
No, well,
You sound like, oh, why?
no, but it's like a
No, yeah.
why. That's what he does. He has braids. Why?
Oh, all right. Well,
If you guys can't tell, it's late.
it is late.
We're all in silly. We're all in silly timing.
We definitely are.
Tom. What the hell?
What was that?
Why'd you just scold me?
Tom.
You put a little sprinkle on that one.
Fucking idea.
There's a little zest on that one.
Me?
Yes.
I'm putting up because he had a little zest on it.
All right, bro. Move on.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, the only things we learned in week 4 of the NFL season was not just that the Jets are ass, the Bengals are ass, and the Broncos put belt to ass, but we also learned a bunch of other stuff. So these are the things that we've learned through week 4 of the NFL season. We're going to give you one positive and one negative, both sides of the coin. And I guess I'll get these things started off. I want to get negative first, if that's okay with everybody here.
Do your thing, man.
So far to this point, a team through the first 2 weeks looked phenomenal, looked like Super Bowl contenders, and looked like the team that I pronounced to be the best team in the NFL. Through the ensuing 2 weeks, they looked like absolute ass, and then even more absolute ass on the defensive side of the ball and on the offensive side of the ball. This seems to be a team that week to week, we don't know what we're going to get at this point. And that team is the Green Bay Packers. Like I said, I pronounced them to be the best team in the NFL. I went out on a limb and said that these guys are going to the Super Bowl and might even win the Super Bowl. And here they are through the next 2 weeks after me confidently giving it to them, crowning them, and they've just been ass. They lost 13-10 to the Browns, and then they lost, well, not lost, but it feels like it was a loss. It should have been a win. In overtime, it went to a tie against the Dallas Cowboys, a team without CeeDee Lamb, 40-40. So I think they're frauds at this point. I don't know what to believe. 1 week they look like the best team in the NFL. The next they look like absolute ass. So I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about the Green Bay Packers, but I've kind of fallen off on them a little bit.
I feel like although they've added Micah, it still feels like the same Packers to where
Agreed.
it just feels like they're still a piece away. Just like we know they're good and we know they could compete with anyone. We've seen them compete with anyone. But then they have these 2 week stretches where it's like not even bad, not like complete ass, like blow the franchise up, but like, man, they're just missing something. Like, I kind of think it seems like even though Romeo is freaking amazing, it feels like they're missing a guy at receiver to make.
Yeah.
Like, Jordan Love didn't play bad.
No, he had a pretty sick
played
game,
good.
actually.
Golden wasn't the guy, bro. He was never
No.
the guy to be taken.
That's exactly how you say it. He's not the guy. He's just a guy.
Right. He's a complimentary receiver. He's not an alpha guy that you necessarily take in the first round. I thought that coming into the draft after they took him, and I feel the same way 4 weeks into the season. Like, he's not commanding any special attention that other guys can't also do the same on that team, and he's not changing the offense the way you'd hope a first round pick would. And it's frankly just disappointing so far.
I
Agree. Yeah. I agree with you that you said like they just look like the same old Packers. I mean, Micah was basically a non-factor in this game for most of it. He ended up making the game-saving play because Dak would have walked in for a touchdown in overtime, and Micah hunted him down. But in a game that everyone expected him to have multiple sacks, he did, like I said, basically nothing for the whole game, which credit to the Cowboys. I mean, they had a goal to neutralize him, and they did it. But yeah, they can't fire on all cylinders in the same week. Like on the weeks where the defense is elite, the offense is slacking. On the weeks where the offense is elite, the defense is slacking. The run game feels like they haven't really gotten it going, which, I mean, LaFleur's been great at crafting a run game in the past. Josh Jacobs has been a beast his career, so you expect it to get going, but I agree. I just don't know if they can string everything together, because it feels like we've kind of been waiting for that since Love took over and went on that amazing stretch his first season as a starter. And it's just been the same thing. Like, oh, 1 week they look like the best team in the NFL, then they don't look like a playoff team, and it still feels like that. So they need to string together some dominant performances to get back on the Super Bowl wagon, in my opinion.
You guys don't have the box score in front of you, right?
I do.
You do? Okay, then you don't answer. Do you know who was the Packers' leading receiver? Jordan Love had 337 passing yards. Who do you think it was?
Josh Jacobs.
It's exactly who it was.
Really?
Their running back was their leading receiver in a game that Jordan Love threw 337 passing yards. I feel like that's an issue. I feel like that's not sustainable. I feel like that's just like something you could even see when playing the game. Like, these guys are not helping Jordan Love and the Packers.
Yeah, I mean, they kept saying on the broadcast, too, like, Watson's out, and he's supposed to be coming back, which that's the story of his career, and they still paid him money. So they clearly have faith that he can be a good player for them.
Yeah, we'll see.
Jaden Reed is out. I don't know how much longer. I think he went on the IR, so he's out at least another few games. Yeah. Tucker Kraft is good, but not the focal point of your offense good just yet. But I completely agree with you. They need someone that Jordan Love can look to consistently to get open, get separation, and make big plays for them. And Golden just hasn't been that guy. He had a decent game, I thought, but it's
like a Devontae Adams almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, granted, they still scored 40 points. Like, the problem here was that they just couldn't get a freaking stop down the end. And honestly, like, I'm not even, like, victory lapping it. Like, oh, look, the Packers secondary isn't that good, like I tried to say. But, like, they were not good yesterday. No. Keyshawn Nixon, who was arguably the best corner in the NFL through 3 weeks, had just a really poor performance. Dak just kind of, like, kicked it into a gear, though, to where it's like, I'm not, like, concerned about the Packers defense. Like, this is the word. Through 4 games, like, they had one bad defensive game. Like, I'm not stressing it.
Watching that game, I legitimately said to myself, I think this might be the best game of Dak Prescott's career.
He's on one this season.
He really is, man.
He
looks so sharp.
Fucking unreal this year.
Yeah.
He looks slimmed down. He looks healthy, happy, and just super motivated. And that was not only the best game of his career, but you could also argue it was the best game of George Pickens' career.
I don't think it is an argument. I think that was easily the best game of George Pickens' career.
And that was not expected, in my opinion. I thought he'd be taken out of the game completely because he was going to be the only passing game weapon. But Pickett, bro, that one catch that he head tapped 2 guys was just some crazy shit.
He's nuts.
Crazy shit. And Dak's just on a completely different level. And through the first 4 weeks of the season, his stats don't tell the full story. There's probably 3 touchdowns that's been left on the board by the guys so far in the season, and one of the picks went off someone's hand so far this year. So Dak's just on another level. I'm not even going to blame this on the Green Bay Packers, but it's still like you can't let that happen. You just can't let that happen.
Are you, like, out on them? Like, you're calling them frauds?
I'm not going to call them frauds because I think the roster is elite, but I'm no longer on they are the best team in the NFC.
What you didn't really like, what's your, like, reason? Like, we said, like, we think they need, like, an alpha receiver. Are you on the same wave, or, like, what's holding them back, in your opinion? That you didn't see a week ago that maybe was on display.
I think part of the reason that, and the offense was humming, but the week prior, I think a lot of it goes into the fact that they had a couple offensive linemen banged up too. So I'm not going to overreact and panic, but you got to be able to deal with these things. And I think when those guys get healthy, it'll be better. I just think the run game hasn't been consistent enough for me to feel strongly about, and I don't even know if that's a slight on Josh Jacobs. Jacobs looked awesome in this game. He looked explosive, but the first few weeks I didn't see that version of him. So
they got going down the stretch of the game.
They definitely did. hate
Even
to say
Emmanuel
it,
Wilson ripped
I
off
was
some
about to say
nice
Emmanuel
runs.
Wilson looked amazing too. Like, does he need to get utilized more? But I do think it's you're lacking an alpha receiver. I think it's that, and I think it's a lack of a consistent run game. But I think they'll get that going. So,
I mean, they collapsed at the end of that first half, though. They were up 13-2
bro,
with like
you
5
cannot
minutes
fumble
left.
that ball if you are.
And then they
short
went
enough.
into the half down 16-13.
Yes.
I mean, you lost all ounces of momentum that you had going into those final couple minutes. The Cowboys were deflated.
Deflated. The game was
Deflated.
over.
Yeah.
I was ready to turn it off and watch my Netflix.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you let them come back, and they kind of never really looked back.
Thank God you didn't. That turned into one of the best games
Yeah, it
I've
was
ever
a great
watched.
game.
And then it ended
Just
in a
unfortunate.
fucking tie.
Exactly.
Because I was tired too. Like I'm like fighting back, closing my eyes, but I'm like I gotta grind it out here just to see it end in a tie. How disappointing! Like do sudden death or something. Fix that, man.
Anything is better than a tie. Man.
Ties.
So what I did see was the McAfee show today. I watched the start of the show, and they proposed that the league should actually do like a kickoff.
That's what you said.
Yeah, I was telling them
like,
about this before, but
Okay,
go ahead.
you did?
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, so you kick a field goal from the 45, the 50, the 55, 60, and just keep going until one of the kickers misses. So I
that.
thought that would be – I think that's an amazing idea.
So my only thing is, what if they back it up to 65 and they both miss?
Then you do it
you
again.
go back to 60.
You go back to 60
down.
until okay, yeah.
So
I think
it's
you
better
just
than a
stay
tie.
where
just
you
kick
are.
65
Stay
until
where you are until
someone makes it.
Yeah. It's better than a tie. Anything's better than a tie, man.
I think that'd be sick.
Yeah.
You get to
No, I
put
think that'd be
even
and
more.
make the kickers like a little bit more important.
But then playoffs, you just go back to
Yeah, that's
yeah,
just a
100%.
regular season.
But can you imagine like the stadium is amped up and the kicker's just like solo walking onto the field, like strutting, and he just
the
fucking
road
shanks
kicker,
it,
bro? Like,
and then he
Bro.
just
you're
shakes
probably
it.
at such a disadvantage
Yeah.
if you're the kicker on the
yeah,
road, bro.
100%.
Do you like line up as if it's like a
No,
field goal?
it's just
or you
the-
just let them free
It's
kick?
just the
I think
kicker.
a free kick.
fuck that. I think
That's what they proposed. Just
I think
the
you
kicker
should
out
line
there.
up.
Yep.
They also said that maybe we should do the lining up and see
Get a
because
block
there's been
kick,
so many
yeah.
blocks that it'd be
I
interesting.
guess.
Bro, a fucking
Nah, I
crowd
think
would
just
go
let him kick
nuts.
that shit. Yeah,
Bro, just let the kicker
Just
solo walk
with
onto
like
the
a-
field.
with like a
off a
tee.
tee,
With a
too.
tee,
Yeah,
yeah.
no holder, just a kicker in the field, bro. The kicker and 20,000 looking down at it.
80,000.
Eighty.
More than
80,000.
20, yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I think that'd be cool. I don't know. I think a blocked kick would be fucking insane in that situation.
I don't know.
Nah.
I'd love to see a solo kicker.
Put
on the field.
put it all on the kicker,
Solo
bro.
kicker, bro.
All up to the
Like
kicker.
in soccer,
That's electric.
like in fake
I
football.
love that.
I think that's a great idea.
That'd be so cool.
I'll piggyback off of that because my negative takeaway from this week is that the Baltimore Ravens are in big trouble. They want to win the Super Bowl, and it does not look like it's happening. I mean, this is the worst graded run defense on PFF. They average the most points per game given up at 33.3. They are 31st in yards per game given up with 406.8. They have allowed a 75% red zone scoring percentage, which is 28th in the league. They are 31st in opponent rushing yards per game. They are 31st in sack percentage. It is all not just bad, it's some of the worst in the league on that side of the ball. It's been god-awful. But then you go to the other side of the ball, and this was the big thing with the Ravens last year is when their defense was struggling, although it wasn't this bad, their offense was historically great, like the greatest we've ever seen in regular season history statistically. You got Derrick Henry getting shut down by Cleveland. He had a 28-yard run against Detroit, and then he averaged less than 4 yards a carry. And then he was 7 for 28 outside of a 14-yard run yesterday against Kansas City. Their run game just hasn't gotten going. And like I said last year, they went from 0-2, and there were concerns about their defense. They won 5 straight, and they finished the season 12-5. You're 1-3. Like that is a tremendous hole to climb out of. And now Lamar's hurting. He's got a hamstring issue, or he's got an elbow issue. They said at 1.2, but he might not play next week. And you play Houston, who, yeah, Houston sucks. But if it's Cooper Rush against Houston, I don't feel good about that. And then it's the Rams the week after that. And then you go into the bye. Can you honestly confidently say that they win these next 2 games? No. And then if you go into the bye 2-4 and Pittsburgh or 1-5, and then you got Pittsburgh who's 3-1 right now, and we all know Pittsburgh, like they're a regular season team. They're going to get 10, 11 wins probably around there. They might fall off at the end of the season a little bit, but I mean, shit, they're getting better as the season goes on, and the Ravens just are not. So I just think with the Lamar potential injury, and even if he does play, he's probably not at 100% because they said like there was no way he was going back in the game last week. Like Harbaugh came out and basically said that like it had nothing to do with they were just down. He could not play in the game, and if he's playing and not at 100%, what does that look like? He can't run the ball at all. Like that takes so much away from their offense. Takes away from his passing game. It'll open up less. Takes away from Derrick Henry in the run game, who he's also fumbled 3 times. Like I think 2 of those are just bad luck, but he's fumbled 3 times. Like the stats are what they are. So it's looking real bad for the Ravens. Like last week, I would have got up here and said they're going to win the division. Now, I don't know, man. And then you get in as a wild card spot. Like that's a tremendous disadvantage for a team like this. So it's real grim in Baltimore.
Yeah, I mean, I called it out after week 1 too. Like, I know like Josh Allen had this historic comeback and he was on one, but like their defense doesn't look good. It's something about going out and getting these old corners where they
Jair's cooked.
They just don't got it. Jair's cooked. I feel like Marlon's been pretty bad for the most part.
Then he got banged up.
Yeah, for the most part too. And now Namdi's out for the rest of the season, which stinks for a team that's arguably the worst run defense in all of football, losing your big guy in the middle. Roquan looks washed. He just looks like
hurt now too,
but he looks like a shell of himself. It's all bad for this defense. And granted, it basically, I know you would mention, Tom, like it wasn't this bad. It basically was this bad. They were really, really bad.
It was really bad.
It was really, really bad. In
I
the
meant like
beginning.
worst of the league, but
it was
whatever. Yeah, it was
just
close.
about.
No, it was. I'm pretty sure they would be 31st ranked defense
so
in
like,
the NFL.
I guess that's like the saving grace for them, that we've seen them flip the switch in this exact scenario. But like you mentioned, the offense was humming on all cylinders throughout the beginning of last season.
But the difference was they were getting cooked through the air last year.
Yeah.
And their run defense was really good.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's what happens when you lose your all-pro defensive tackle.
Entire defensive line, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, they're completely hobbled, but also it's inexcusable to go in a game with your season on the line and basically lose the game off the coin toss.
Yeah.
It seemed like.
Humphreys ranked 156th out of 162 corners on PFF.
Yeah, it's been a rough go for Marlon. Like, they're just no one on that defense is performing well. Like I guess Kyle Hamilton's been all right, but other than him,
It's gonna take more than a safety.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. They
have no pass rush, literally no pass rush at all. Like Van Noy was awesome for them last year, and they've just
he's also hurt.
Yeah. So
they're super banged up, which like in a way could be their saving grace. Like when these guys get healthy, they'll be fine.
Not a BK ain't coming back.
Right.
Yeah.
NFL though, you go down early and it's so tough to mentally check back in for a team. Like
if you go, so after those 2 games, they go into the bye. If you go into the bye 3-3, maybe Pittsburgh, I'm sure drops one of the next 2. I don't know who they play, but like even then, like you got to beat the Steelers twice, and they don't do that. Even when they're at their best, they drop a game to the Steelers. So it's just it's real bad for them, man.
I mean, you have to get to this by 3-3.
Yeah.
Yes.
No matter what.
You have to.
it feels so far fetched though.
It does,
Especially if Lamar's out. Like I'm sorry if Lamar is out, I'm basically guaranteeing the Texans a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me,
I agree.
personally.
No, I agree. And then the Rams the next week, they have no chance. Even with Lamar in the game, I don't know that they beat the Rams because
the Rams look good.
the Rams look like one of the best teams in football. And the
Yeah.
Ravens,
I mean,
yeah.
Did they fire John Harbaugh?
No.
Is it time?
Nah.
I don't know, man.
We're getting
The
close.
slow start
It's
is
gotta
also
be.
a trend with him, like you
Yes.
pointed out, a few weeks ago.
We're
Like
getting
that's
close.
a trend with him. This team has had this core of guys together for a while now. Obviously, guys have been in and out, but you made the move at OC that was supposed to change everything, and I mean it did last year, but you just haven't been able. It's like you said, Tom. They haven't been able to get both sides of the ball clicking at the same time. It feels like, and I mean, at the end of the day, eventually that's going to have to come down to the guy calling all the shots, right?
It's also like and I don't want to put this on Lamar, but if you're a leader, time to lead. Time to bring these boys together. You yes, I mean, coaching goes so deep into this, but when you are that goddamn good, you need to get these boys ready now. You need to, and he's hurt. That's
He's
problem
banged
too.
up,
But
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
but,
was gonna
and it's
say.
not on the quarterback to get your defense ready to play.
Yeah.
no, but the offense has
Hasn't been that
also
good.
felt hit or miss.
100%.
Yeah,
Like-
it hasn't been very good.
Even with Lamar being healthy, like it's felt hit or miss. Yes, they dominated in Buffalo, but what they have to do against Cleveland? Not much. I mean, just do the bare minimum basically, and you were going to win by 30. But this was bad. They looked atrocious for much of this game.
Yeah.
Atrocious. So, yeah, they're very banged up on the defensive side of the ball, but I don't know. 1-3, man. Like, good luck crawling out of this.
And like I said, even if you get to 3-3, like there's no guarantees there. You know what I mean? Like
No, you're probably going to lose to the
Because
Steelers.
you play in a tough division. And
you
have,
won the division at 12-5 last year. Like
right,
yeah.
and you have other ascending teams in the conference. I mean, you
Yeah.
have the Chargers who look great. You have the Broncos who look great. You have, I mean,
Still got the
heck,
Chiefs and the Bills there. Yeah,
Heck, the Jaguars are 3-1. I mean, the Colts look
Colts are
great.
3-1. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think they're cooked. I think it's, I mean, I normally do this at one point or another in the season. I think it's time. The Ravens are 100% not Super Bowl contenders. What does that mean? Can they still sneak into the playoffs? Sure. Can they win a playoff game? Sure. The Baltimore Ravens will not win the Super Bowl. It's over. It's done. Not this year. Try again next year. Stamped.
I think I'm there with you. It's just,
I don't even know how to feel, honestly.
It's
Should
bad.
they like half clean house, full clean house?
I mean, like
I think Harbaugh should get fired. If I'm going to be, I mean,
And if you fire Harbaugh, like a lot
Then
of
you
what
gotta
you
clean-
build
yeah.
is like you got to start over.
pretty much.
probably bring in a
Like
whole
Derrick Henry's probably not back.
He's extended through next year.
They paid him
You
in
could
the
definitely
offseason, I
cut a
think.
30-year-old running back.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you could
Yeah.
cut him. You probably
But
give
what's
it
the-
another chance with this core with a
Yeah.
different guy.
You know,
like running,
you don't just cut Henry with Lamar. You have an MVP. Like, you don't waste a year of his prime just because you want to like retool.
Yeah.
You don't do that. You can't.
I guess. I mean,
Right. The
I'm not
only
like-
answer is like look at the Knicks. You know, for example, the Knicks were kind of stuck with their roster. Their roster was what it was. The only move was go in a new coaching direction. I feel like the Ravens are kind of at the same point where it's like you can't make any more moves really with the roster. Like they, you know, up in the front office, they've done basically everything they can for the most part, and they're just not seeing the results year in and
Who
year
the
out.
hell do you even go get?
I don't know.
I don't know. Zach Orr's got to go though. Like it's bad. Like
Yeah.
Right,
I
like
mean, they got
maybe
right
that's
last
the
year,
problem.
but-
Maybe you keep Harbaugh and go for, you know, try and find a different defensive mind to bring in there. But I mean, someone within the coaching staff is going to have to go at some point.
yeah.
I don't know what the Ravens do. I really don't.
They brought in poor Chuck Pagano as their secondary coach.
Bro
or their
thought he was gonna win a
cornerback
ring.
Coach. Yeah,
Bro wanted a ring so bad. He went to the Ravens, and it's
Terrible.
not working out.
it's terrible.
He wasn't working for a while, right?
Yeah, he was out
Yeah.
for a long time.
All right.
Yeah. So moving on, it's been a month of the NFL season, and what I have learned is that the Raiders will be drafting a quarterback come draft season because Geno Smith is not the guy. Started out week one against the Patriots with no Christian Gonzalez. Geno had over 300 yards. Everyone said, "Oh, Geno, yeah, Geno,
Yay, Gino, it's us. Gino.
They said, you know, Geno, top 10, the most underrated quarterback in the league, like they do every time Geno has one good game. And then for 3 games since, the Raiders are 0-3, and Geno has been terrible, absolutely terrible. And Ashton Genty had a hat trick yesterday, which was the Raiders' only chance of potentially winning that game. But Geno basically lost the game himself. He had 3 interceptions yesterday since week 2. He leads the league with 6 interceptions, which is obviously the most among in that time. He had 6 turnover-worthy plays, which is 46th out of 50 quarterbacks to throw a pass. He has a 43.2 passing grade on PFF, which is 49th of 50 over that time. QB rating of 70.5, which is 43rd over that time. It's just been bad. He doesn't look sharp. He doesn't look accurate. He's making erratic, like silly
Horrible
plays
decisions.
where he's just not reading the field, and he's
Looks like Jets, Geno.
and like granted, like the Raiders have a bunch of other flaws within their roster, but Geno was supposed to be the stable veteran who holds everything down and allows the young pieces on this team to develop around him. And to me, through 4 weeks, through a month of the NFL season, it seems like Geno's holding this team back and holding these young guys back from developing. And I think hindsight's 2020, but they made a mistake bringing in Geno to quarterback this team. It looks like.
Yeah, the thing I was going to point out about Geno is like some of the interceptions, all the interceptions are just, what the hell were you even thinking there? Like, it's just some boneheaded plays, man. And again, that pinpoint accuracy that Geno's famous for has just not been there. And yeah, I agree. I mean, like you said, we just saw Genty have this amazing game when they've been shitting on the offensive line all season too. And it's like, wait, hold on. The offensive line can actually put together a decent game. Then what's really going on here? And Geno throws 3 picks and basically loses you the game for the second time this season. Yeah, I mean, 6 picks through 4 weeks. That's just not going to get it done, man.
Their left guard had a day. Who's their left guard? 66. Can't think of his name. He had a great game.
Bofa?
I don't know his name. Look it up.
Wait, like, are you being serious right now, or
What?
like, did he actually have a great game, or he got dog walked?
Yeah, he was the reason Genty had a great game, for sure.
66, Dylan Parham.
Yeah.
This is first round pick, right?
Dylan Parham had a great game.
Oh, no. I'm thinking of someone else, yeah.
Colton Miller.
Yeah.
Left
Yeah,
tackle.
also interesting Geno stat over that time, the last 3 weeks, he has a 3.21 time to throw, which is 46th out of the 50 quarterbacks to throw a pass, which is just like, all right, the Raiders' offensive line, maybe they're not the best. They're giving you the 46th most time to throw. You're holding on to the ball. He's doing Geno things, trying to make something out of nothing, and it's costing his team, man. It's costing his team, and they've been in, they could have had a shot to win a few of these games, and he's just been piss poor.
Who is their OC?
Their OC, Chip Kelly.
Chip Kelly, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's Chip.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
That might make sense.
Why do we keep giving Chip Kelly chances?
I don't think Chip Kelly's the reason, though. It's just been bad, and just like,
I don't think he helps, though. I feel like,
sure.
yeah.
I
Chip Kelly's a great college coordinator,
Yes.
coach.
think he makes a lot of sense for college
NFL,
football,
he
but
just doesn't get it done for whatever reason.
it's just a lot of the same principles don't really work in the league that he uses. But Geno's been ass, and it sucks because I've been big on Geno Smith for a long time now, and I've always thought he was underrated and was just never really given a fair shot in Seattle. But I guess maybe it's just him. Maybe the O-lines are bad because he's the reason that they're bad. And
Doesn't make them good.
yeah, I don't know. I really don't. It's a rough one with Geno. And I think it kind of goes hand in hand with the fact that Geno had a good game week 1, and then Brock gets hurt. And now your second best weapon, your best weapon, is just kind of playing a little bit hamstrung and not looking like himself. So, yeah, I don't know if that has anything to do with it. It was great to see Genty look like Genty, though. That was really cool. But, the Raiders suck. They stink. So,
They definitely stink. I just feel like
Max Crosby's a demon, though.
he's him. I just feel like it's not a Chip Kelly thing. It's not a Brock Bowers being hobbled thing. It's a Geno decision-making thing, which has
It's been bad.
always been his downfall throughout his career. And, those years in Seattle, he cleaned it up a lot. But like you mentioned at the top of this looks like Jets Geno, where he's just not.
What about Giants Geno? It looks like Giants Geno. How about
Geno played like 2 games for the Giants.
Yeah, it looks
but-
like
It
Giants
looks like
Geno.
Giants Geno, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like Giant Geno. No, I'm very disappointed in Geno. I'm out on the Geno's a top 10 quarterback, whatever you want, that agenda. It's over, it's cooked. He's not that. And I feel bad for the Raiders because I do think, when you go out and get a bridge quarterback, that's always what Geno was going to be for this team. He was never like the guy they were going to win a Super Bowl with. But when you get a bridge quarterback, you need them to hold things down and allow the guys to develop around you. When you're throwing as many picks as he is, not reading the field, it's hard for those guys to develop and get into form when you don't have any like consistency around you. So, I mean, there's still time for him to figure it out, but it feels like it was just a swing and a miss by the Raiders. I know they were in talks for Darnold, at some point. Like, you would have been better off going with Darnold, it
100%.
seems like.
He's looked.
100%. He's looked sharp.
Would have been better off with 48-year-old Tom Brady.
Exactly.
Hey, bro, wouldn't be surprised if he still comes out.
I was
of
going to say,
retirement
there's still
or something or
time.
another.
He just might.
But nah, they'll be drafting one this
Yeah, for
offseason for sure.
I learned this week something I should have learned a really long time ago. The Jets are the same old Jets, and they always will be. They'll always disappoint me. They're 0-4 to start the year. Another piss-poor showing against the Miami Dolphins. Undisciplined. Offense looked terrible. Defense looked worse. It looks like another year of, I don't even know how to explain
Misery.
it. Yeah, misery.
Pain, suffering.
Pain, all of that. It just, I really did think that a regime change, and I know it's not going to happen overnight, but we've been seeing the same mistakes every single week of the freaking terrible penalties and the brain dead mistakes that these guys make week in and week out. I don't understand it. It's, like even the talented players on the team make boneheaded mistakes. I want to blame coaching, but it's been 3 head coaches that, like, within the last year that they're doing the same exact thing. It just throw the whole franchise away. I don't know.
To sum it all up.
I don't get it. It happened with Saleh. It happened with Ulbrich. It's happening with Aaron Glenn. It's the same thing over and over every week.
So when this always happens, do we just look past the fact that it's just not the coaches at this point? That it's just the organizational infrastructure?
Yeah, but
Your voice come back?
I did hear that. It came back before.
Give us like sing or something.
I can't sing.
Yeah, your voice
Your voice is back, bro.
What the hell?
Bro was faking it for attention.
How did
You
that
forgot.
happen?
I really wasn't.
Anyway. You think like Woody Johnson's like the reason that they're committing penalties?
You might be.
Like, you think, like, what's the answer here?
I don't know. I do
Clean
think
house? Because I think what happened was they fired everybody this
Right.
offseason.
I think it's one thing that's amazing, that's a constant with the Jets, besides obviously not being able to recover fumbles, which is just absolutely insane, that over multiple coaching staffs, that's still an issue. But like tackling too. They can't tackle, and they haven't been able to tackle for the longest time. And I feel like that does come down to a discipline thing. Like I feel like you hear a lot of players talk about like you just learn how to tackle in practice and stuff, and by getting reps and how to make good tackles, and they just can't do it.
So most teams don't tackle in practice. The Jets are one of the
Right.
few that did this offseason to try to
Case in
remedy
point.
that problem because they have been so bad at tackling.
Right.
And you've seen no positive effects of what they worked on. If they even did work on anything, what were we doing all summer?
Right.
What do you do all day? No, I'm so serious. When you game plan throughout a whole freaking week, you played on Monday night, bro. You had over a week to prep, and you come out looking like that? You have an all-pro corner. You have an all-pro interior D lineman.
All-pro linebacker?
I just don't get it. No one in those rooms is like, yo, guys, we really need to get it together. Like, nah. They let Tyreek Hill less Miami Dolphins. You let Darren Waller freaking put 2 touchdowns on your dome piece. I don't get it. I'm about to follow Joe Moran's footsteps and become a Packer fan and just disband this freaking
Shit ain't fun
franchise.
either, apparently.
Is that the team you would pick?
No.
Nah. I've been a Niner fan my whole life.
What?
A closet Niner fan your whole
No,
life?
I have, Chris. You know this, right?
You have been a Niner fan your whole life.
Yeah.
You have that Abercrombie and Fitch shirt.
And I have a Brock Purdy jersey.
Yeah.
You do have
Do
a
have
Brock Purdy
jersey.
jersey. I forgot
So
about that.
It's-
I'm a closeted Niner fan, but the Jets,
Out of the closet Jet fan.
yeah.
Niners
I don't know about that. Not as
are
the
3
Jets,
and
no
1,
way.
but
Definitely not miserable.
It's It's funny because the Jets, I feel like, have a lot of good pieces on defense too. Like the secondary outside of Sauce is pretty bad, but like the linebacker core is good. The D line looks good, and they just like this defense just isn't very good, and that is a concern that you have a defensive head coach and your defense is not very good.
Like, is Steve Wilkes the problem? Probably.
Yeah. I mean, that don't help.
Like, fire him today?
You guys theoretically should have a good defense. Yes.
Where did he come from?
Steve
Oh, he
Wilkes
cut Baker Mayfield. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, you guys
cut
suck.
Baker Mayfield. That guy's... Oh, my gosh. That was so stupid. Did you see the back and forth that went on?
I saw Wilkes go back at him. Yeah.
So
Did
Wilkes
Yeah,
said...
he responded.
Wilkes said, I didn't know an interim head coach had personnel...
Saying
whatever.
like personnel,
Yeah.
saying roster moves,
Yeah.
basically.
Which is true. Like, why would the interim head coach be able to cut Baker Mayfield?
He's
I
also-
guess it's a good point.
He said if it was up to me, I wouldn't have traded our best player, Christian McCaffrey.
it's probably true too.
He's probably not lying.
That's probably true.
But he sucks as a defense coordinator for you guys.
Yeah,
so.
he does. And Aaron Glenn, being the defensive mind he is, it kind of is worrisome that was his first choice.
All I would say is, Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, it is a new regime. You gotta
Rome wasn't built in a day. They put up a church. They put up a building. They set up a government. We ain't got nothing, bro.
you just got land.
How long has it been?
It's been since when?
So I didn't expect the Jets to be.
Playoffs? 10?
14.
Yeah. Was it 14 or
2011.
13? Oh yeah, no. Yeah, it
Well,
was 11.
2000. Oh, okay, gotcha. 2011.
2010, 11. Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be even 15 if you really want to count it.
It's I don't know.
And there's been no progress.
Well,
pretty much.
there's been a little bit of progress, and then
and then it just gets struck down by lightning.
Yeah.
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 Like your best days
tough.
were with Ryan Fitzpatrick, brother. That's pretty
Thank-
crazy
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, no, wait.
Thanks
no,
for
wait.
reminding him.
Wait, now that you say it, yeah, they were. Because you know what happened with that season?
Right.
We had a chance to get into the playoffs, and we got beat by the Rex Ryan Bills,
Yes.
bro.
How
The
full
Rex
circle is
Ryan Bills kept
Classic
us out
Jets.
of the playoffs.
That's classic.
Fitzpatrick
Jets.
threw 3 interceptions that game.
that? I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every Jet fan ever was heartbroken.
I will say I didn't expect you guys to be good this season. I'm not like shocked, but I'm a little surprised you're 0-4. Like I'm surprised you haven't gotten one to go your way. You know what I mean?
Like 3 one-score games. Like I know, obviously, like that's just scoreboard
You got this.
scoreboard watching. But
Yeah.
you know, like Bucks game was pretty close. You were up with a minute left. You know, Pittsburgh game, you were up with a minute left. Like came pretty close. It's just the little stupid mistakes that this organization continues to make year over year
Yeah.
that kills us.
Yep.
I mean, you're the Jets. You will continue to do
Jets
exactly.
gonna
I
Jet,
am the
so.
Jets, just like I am Farrell. we
We are Farrell. We are Farrell.
our
boy.
number 2 ranked running back in the city.
Oh. in the city.
Do we actually have that?
You said it. I don't know.
He probably is. He might have said that, but he probably is. Shout out Kevin Gum. Shout out Kevin.
Shout out Kevin Gum. There's no way someone named Kevin Gum is good at football.
Kevin
bro.
Gum.
He's actually he's nasty at football. He's
You
not
You think one of our
saying-
listeners knows Kevin Gum?
Yes,
Definitely.
Probably.
Well, John Guastella.
It's past the baby's bedtime.
Yo.
Though, so he-
We were trying to find that on the way to Trace and Chase. We were trying to
Yeah,
find
we
that
were.
clip where we were.
Oh, I found it.
impersonating-
I showed Amanda when we
Oh.
she was laughing.
Bro, I need that.
yeah.
Was it in the pod?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
was.
I gotta
Definitely.
find
It was like in the middle of the pod.
Bro.
It's like dead smack in the middle of the pod. Yeah.
We were trying to show Trunks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Oh, were
good.
Yeah.
That was
Nice.
It was so funny.
It was you just
You were
love-
there, were you? You were there.
What?
In the car.
You were in the car.
car while we were trying.
You were driving.
Why
You were
tuned
trying to
guys
drive.
out?
Anyway.
Dean was backseat
Sorry.
driving like a
What did you learn?
motherfucker.
He was.
Okay. No, he missed a turn twice.
I did.
And I go, Matt, turn! Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. And then he makes me feel bad about
So
it.
it's just like
Yo, didn't you accidentally go to Jersey one time Where were we going?
Yes, I did.
accidentally went to Jersey.
This was a long time ago.
It was.
long time ago. So I actually,
It had to have been Hobra.
I did that once. Yes, going to
I've done
Hobra,
that before, actually.
or maybe it was poker when we used. Did you ever go to poker
Kev's?
nights with us or no?
Maybe. I don't
But
know.
I went. I know the first time I ever went over a bridge. Funny enough, Ortiz was in the car with me, and I missed the exit going to poker night. So Ortiz was with me when I drove over a bridge for the first time in my life. So
Wow.
yeah,
Electric.
yeah. I always do that. I routinely miss turns all the time. So
Should pay attention.
nah, it is what it is.
No, because
You
it said
can-
Matty
0.2
J
miles.
definitely turned off the sound on his ways.
I do.
And
I
gets
do.
off.
pissed off,
Bro.
though, when he misses
Yeah.
the turn.
My sound's been off on my shit for years.
It said
In the
But you
reply-
don't be missing the turn.
yeah, that's true.
I trust you, Tom. I know you're not missing the turn, bro.
I'm usually pretty good, but I was really bad that day.
0.2 miles to the exit. I go, yo, you got to get over.
It's over.
I go, yo, you got to get over. He goes, nah, not yet. I was like, yo, you got to get over. He goes, oh, yeah, it's right there.
Get over 3 lanes immediately.
Yep.
That's fire.
Anyway,
Sorry, bro. It happens to the best of us.
tell us what you learned, bro.
Yeah, so what I learned on the positive side of things is that the Los Angeles Rams are who we thought they were, at least who we thought they were. And Matthew Stafford, to this point in the season, in my opinion, is the MVP of the entire league. That's what I've learned so far. Everybody else... Nobody expected that. Nobody expected this. We expect the Josh Allens. We expect the Lamar Jacksons. We expect all of those guys. But Matthew Stafford is arguably having the best season of his career at a young 37 years of age with
37.
back problems all off season. So
Bills.
back problems all off season. I mean, Puka and
Why you
Devontae
air
Adams.
quotes?
You think the guy's just getting epidurals for fun? Like,
Knee problem.
They
neck
didn't
problems.
want him to practice all off
Throat
season. He didn't
problems.
need the practice. He didn't need none of that. So Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, Devontae's been exactly what the doctor ordered for the Rams. I mean, he's been a he's been the red zone target for the Rams, and it's been awesome. It's been great to watch. Their defense, the pass rush is unbelievable. I think the only weakness with this team is probably their corners. Their secondary is not the best in the league, but I think the Rams have been known to be aggressive when the time comes, and I'm sure they will make a move at some point or another. But this team looks every bit the Super Bowl contender. They had the Eagles at half, and yes, I know that doesn't mean much, but they were beating the brakes off of them, and then of course gave it up in the second half. But the Rams look like everything we expected them to be, and just the small little thing, they are the number 1 ranked team on PFF overall, number 1. So
Staff's been super impressive. They're definitely a what was that, a holding penalty and an insane Jonathan Taylor run away from.
They probably should have
not
lost.
having this conversation, but that was electric. Finding Tutu Atwell, that's
that's the football gods, by the way.
Colts had 10 guys on the field for that play.
Yes, they did. That's the football gods, because the week prior, the Colts had no business winning that game
Right.
against the Denver Broncos either. But
no.
I digress.
Their defense doesn't scream Super Bowl defense to me. I'm a little concerned about their defense and the guys on the back end in the secondary. You had mentioned that, Tom, about a week ago.
Does Forbes still play for them?
Forbes does play for them.
He
Like
does.
starts?
He's not good, but
think he does
yes,
start,
he does
yeah.
start at the current moment. Akello Witherspoon was the former starter. He got hurt.
He got hurt,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty bad.
But no, I mean, Staff, 1,100 yards, 8 tugs, 2 interceptions. You really can't ask for
Amazing.
much more. You have the best wide receiver in football to this point in the season. So, I mean, the offense is on fire, but
Best duo.
best wide receiver duo in the league by a wide margin. So, yeah, I mean, it's the Rams, it's Staff, and, it's understood, doesn't really need to be said here.
Agreed. It's the classic Rams. You cannot get these guys in a 1-score game because
Classic Ram.
classic Rams. You don't want to see them in a 1-score
Another
game
classic,
unless you could block their field goal. Then that'll get it done. But yeah, I agree with Chris. I think the secondary is concerning, but we've seen the Rams put up a fight in the playoffs before. Nobody is going to want to see them come playoff time. No one wants to see Stafford because there ain't a quarterback in the NFC that can hang with him when he's on, man. He's been on an absolute tear. Like you said, I think he's probably been the best quarterback in football this season. And Puka's been the best wide receiver in football. Devontae Adams is a perfect fit next to him as that red zone guy. Kyron and Corum have had a good thing going on the ground. O-line's holding up. So the offense is far and away like great. But defense is just a little concerning. But that pass rush is legit. Jared Verse is a game wrecker. So yeah, the Rams are like you said, we've all bet on the Rams for years now. So nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Who you taking right now? Rams or Packers?
Rams. I thought about this last night. That's why I was quick to answer. But yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Rams only because of Matthew Stafford. Like when it comes down to it, that might be one of the best quarterbacks in a big game. So
Completely agree.
Gotta be the Rams.
Yeah, the inconsistencies of the Packers just don't strike faith into me. And Jordan Love himself, like I said, I don't know if he can hang with Stafford in a playoff game.
I could see the Packers heating up though down the stretch.
100%.
Oh, for sure.
We've seen it before. Yeah, absolutely.
At
They're
this very
too
moment, though,
talented.
yeah.
Yeah, at this moment, it's the Rams for sure.
yeah, I think Love can hang.
I think
Bro,
he can
I've
also
seen
not.
Stafford
like,
do it
yeah.
a million times.
Yeah,
a million times.
Yeah,
So
I think he could also just not be as good. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So,
Yes. Tell him, Tom.
are you guys familiar with Cinderella?
I am so familiar with Cinderella.
I
actually.
think you should refresh my memory.
I was just gonna say, allow me to refresh your memory.
Glass
Please
shoe?
do.
So, pretty girl made fun of by her stepsisters and her ugly stepmom. Fairy godmother comes to town. Says, "Hey, Cinderella, you've had a bad life. All right, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna doll you up. You're gonna go to the ball. Pretty dress, nice glass slippers."
Right.
She goes to the ball
Okay.
and has a ball,
Ooh.
but
Does she get balls?
she can't confirm. She leaves behind one of her glass slippers. Oh no!
Why'd she even take it off in the first
Shit.
place?
She met a nice prince.
Wait.
Wait.
Why'd she take the slipper off in the first
Yeah,
place?
that's-
Maybe they were, maybe they were getting down business, and
Okay.
and the slipper came off, and then she
Right.
had to leave after one slipper.
Some would
for
say
whatever
it
reason.
slipped off
This guy gets
and then
it.
slipped in.
This guy gets it.
Balls
She's sucking toes.
deep.
So that is possible. Okay. So,
Just completely derailed.
Sorry.
that was a great question, honestly.
I like
you know?
the story.
But so the prince loses his mind. He's like, "Oh my god, I need to find this girl, and the only way I'm going to find her is if I take this slipper and try it on a bunch of different women and see if it fits."
Right.
W Riz.
Crazy.
W Riz.
That story,
Bro
by
did
the
not
way.
remember what she looked like.
So he
Don't
found
remember
her.
her shoe size.
So he found her,
And, how that
and the
shit
slipper
felt.
fit, and it was happily ever after.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Cinderella.
Prince.
If you guys have never seen Cinderella,
Go check it out.
that's the movie.
Pretty much what happened.
Spoiler alert.
Couple details.
Sorry if we ruined
I
it
left
for
out a
you.
couple details, but you get the gist. The prince, that's the Giants. Cinderella, it's Jaxson Dart, baby. Jaxson Dart is the savior of the New York Giants, is what I learned from this week of NFL football. All right. In front of the entire ownership group, apparently he was in the box. Everyone that owns a piece of the Giants was at the game in the box. Jaxson Dart. Now the numbers don't jump off the screen. All right, 13 for 20, 111, and a touchdown. I know he's getting ready to say it, so I'm saying it now. The numbers don't jump off the screen. 10 for 54 and a touchdown on the ground. But it's a rookie in his first game against a good defense, man. And I think he clearly has some things he needs to work on. I think he needs to work on. I love as much as anyone else seeing a quarterback just like throw himself into a motherfucker trying to get some extra yards. But we got to pick our battles there, and learn to slide, learn to not take some hits. But that's a normal rookie quarterback thing,
Had to come out of the game at one point because of
right?
it.
Yep.
He's got to get rid of the football when he needs to. Needs some more touch on his throws, and he needs to be better under pressure. That was the biggest takeaway, was he was really bad under pressure in this game. But that's normal rookie quarterback stuff. The things that impressed me were the intangibles that I've loved about Dart since we drafted him. He commanded the offense in this game. I mean, there's a play where he rolls out right, and he's yelling at Slayton to come back, and Slayton does it, and he makes a great play. He showed great poise and confidence. He was not afraid of the moment. I mean, this is a guy that, in an ideal world, wasn't going to play this season, and now did they have conversations like, hey, you're probably going to go in at some point? And especially once he saw how the season started, he thought it. But week 4, he probably didn't see that coming. And he steps in and he performs well. From a clean pocket, he's the 5th highest graded quarterback on PFF with an 83.3 from this week. But under pressure, he was a 25.5. We got to work on that. But I went and looked. Do you know who had a 24.8 under pressure in their first game as a full starter?
Ooh, can we guess?
Sure.
Peyton Manning.
No. Eli Manning.
I don't think it's Eli. I think it's Patrick Mahomes.
It is Josh Allen.
Oh,
Wow.
Was a 24.8 under pressure. So, now am I saying Dart's going to be Josh Allen?
Could be.
Could be. It's in the cards. The point is it's fixable. Anything that's wrong with Dart is fixable. And the things that he has, I think, are the intangibles, and I think that's what you're looking for in a quarterback. I think the Giants did play it safe with the play calling, but again, it was his first game. And maybe I'm in love with Jaxson Dart because you guys know, people who watch know, Baker Mayfield's my favorite guy to watch. And I see a lot of Baker in Dart. I see a guy that doesn't wow you athletically, doesn't have the biggest arm, but he'll run a motherfucker over when he has to, and he will just do what it takes to win. He's got the guys fired up. He's got the locker room behind him. He's got the fans behind him. I love everything about him. Get him an offensive line.
That was the most passionate I've ever seen you on this podcast.
I had to, bro.
I love that.
You abandoned them.
He's the only Giant fan on the pod.
Yep. And I'll let him have the floor in a moment, but I just
Look at him stewing. look at his brain swirling.
he so badly wants to hate on us right now,
It's
and
fine.
that's perfectly okay because
Fine.
some teams lose to 0-3 teams and other teams beat 3-0 teams. But that's just how the cookie crumbles, Dean Wagner.
Do you know the list of quarterbacks that have beat a 3-0 team? Rookie quarterbacks that have beat a 3-0 team in their first start?
My
Go ahead and tell
gosh,
them.
what a stat.
One quarterback, I'm pretty sure.
And what's his name?
It-
Jaxson Cinderella Dart.
There you go. Jaxson Cinderella.
I'm coining
I
the
was
phrase.
thinking about it, but
Cinderella.
yeah. JCD.
It was great to watch. There's a lot to clean up for sure. No doubt. They had the training wheels all the way on. They overran him. He will not survive this season if that is the way that they play call for the entire year. But he went up against who a lot of people have been calling the best defense coordinator in the entire NFL in his first NFL game and didn't back down, didn't blink, and made some plays that needed to be made in big-time moments. So I'm impressed with that by itself. He didn't look inaccurate, which is a great sign, but bro's got to get rid of the football.
Yeah.
We don't need these hero plays all the time, bro. Just get rid of the ball, play within structure. I actually thought that a lot of the pressure and sacks from this game were on him. I thought the O-line Andrew Thomas has been awesome since he's came back, and I hope that stays true. I hope he stays healthy, but the O-line with Andrew Thomas and without Andrew Thomas is a completely different unit, and I just need that to be said. But, Dart made some rookie mistakes. He's holding on to the ball, but he looked awesome, and I loved every second of it.
I'm happy for you guys that, I grew up with Jaxson Dart when, he was a college quarterback. I was one of the few guys in his corner vouching for him.
Yeah.
I always told Shador Sanders was better than Jaxson Dart, but I never folded. I'm happy that you guys get to experience the Jaxson Dart experience because I have to hate from the outside, sadly. But I was super impressed. I loved the way Daboll coached this game. I feel like that just has to be said because, like you said, the training wheels were on. It was a lot of easy stuff. He went out there and said, we cannot lose this game because we cannot fuck up this kid's confidence. We must win this game at all costs. I'm going to make sure we win this game. And I thought he did what they had to do to win the game.
Guy.
He did what they had to do, and he didn't put Dart in a situation where Dart could lose the game for them. And that was like, I guess it's like simple stuff like coach to win the game, like you would think most coaches do. But I really did think Daboll coached like a damn near perfect game. Like
Defense balled out.
He's definitely coaching to save his job. He's definitely coaching like his job's on the line, 100%. Yo, Brian Burns, Spider-Man, Sally.
Bro,
That shit
he's
was
so tough. So tough.
He
Abdul Carter, wow. Who would have known if you put an edge prospect on the edge that he'd go off and have the best game as a pro so far? And he looked insane. So the defense might be all the way back. Might
Pass
be all the
rush
way
was
back.
what we were waiting for it to look like. So,
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably easy to look like that when Joe Alt goes down.
They
with an
looked like
injury.
that early in the game too, but yes, Joe Alt.
Tom said, "Wow, okay."
I said, oh, okay.
So,
I said, "Wow."
so I was actually
Oh, okay.
no. I obviously I liked how the Giants played. They won the game. They beat the 3-0 Chargers. But I think it has not much to do with what Jaxson Dart did. He didn't do much. You know, like, did he not mess up? Sure. Congrats. Have your flowers. Good job.
Against
That's a lot to ask.
the best
of
defense in the
They
NFL to
his
this
first
point.
That will
game,
be the
dude.
worst game the Chargers play all season.
Okay,
long.
but they played their worst game against Jaxson Dart and the Giants offense.
Against Jaxson
In
Dart.
a game where, by the way,
he threw the ball 16 times.
Are
What are
we-
you talking about?
so it's we
Against
only
Jaxson Dart.
Time
He
out.
ran it
We
10
only
times.
mention
the
we
Giants
only-
defense played great.
Are you gonna-
I'll give
They
you
did.
that.
We only
sure.
mention rushing yards when it's convenient for your argument. Is that what we do?
Ooh. What are you talking about?
So we just ignore the fact that he ran the shit out of the ball in this game.
Damn.
He was running for his life.
Bro, what do you mean? It was designed
They were
play
design
calls.
runs, yeah.
Like, you can't use running the football for a quarterback on one side of the argument and then completely neglect that on another. Dart played his
What do you mean on one side of the argument? When did I use that?
anytime anyone uses running the football for a quarterback argument.
You said, hey,
If-
Justin Fields had 80 rushing yards before.
You did.
He got
Yo,
he got half
God,
of them on one play. You didn't mention that. I'm just saying.
You did mention that shit, bro.
I just
just
mentioned it.
No.
I wasn't. It wasn't like an argument of why the
He's
Jets are
waiting-
good.
and he's just
I said the
waiting
Jets
for
are
you to
bad.
mention
Oh, you're
Okay,
pretty-
just
you're
mention his rushing yards.
you said
Dude,
Fields had a good
mention
game.
what he did on the other in the other
Okay,
aspect of
and it
football.
wasn't like
Ooh.
he didn't win them the game.
What did Dart do wrong in this game?
He just
Why
didn't
didn't he have a
lose.
good game?
I didn't say that. I just said he didn't do anything to like impress anybody. Like I don't understand what we're
I just
impressed
don't
by.
agree with you. I think it's his first game as a rookie. Like, what do you want him to do?
I'm just saying, there's nothing that like he did where I was like, wow, like that was great. He just didn't mess up. Congrats.
thought he
They made
made
it
some good
almost
plays.
foolproof.
Tell
the
him,
offense.
I mean,
Oh.
the run for a touchdown was a great play.
Congrats.
All right,
Thank you.
so what? Everything he does well, you're
What
just gonna
the
be like,
fuck
nah,
is this?
that's
No,
cool.
he's gonna say congrats. He's gonna congratulate you.
You know what I mean? Like,
And then we just forget to mention the fact that he lost one of the best receivers in the entire NFL. Did not have him for a majority of this game. And we just don't want to mention that either, huh, Dean?
How could you? We're gonna start calling you.
Why
not,
didn't you mention
Not
it?
mention
Why is it my job to mention that?
No, because
we're
like
gonna start calling you not mentioned, boy. Bro.
You mention it then,
Bro,
We're in a
no.
conversation. If you want to say, yo, by the way, he had this many rushing yards. Yo, by the way, he did this with Malik out. Great, we could talk about it.
no, because
It's
you're
not on
just
me.
No. But that's exactly why I wanted to mention it because you are just sitting here, just blatantly
We're all just
saying
sitting here.
bullshit.
We're all just sitting
blatantly
here.
saying bullshit.
that's what we do.
That's what we do. You're just sitting here. Newsflash, buddy.
I didn't end my sentence there.
You definitely did cut him off.
I didn't end my sentence there.
Definitely did not listen to the crux of the
He
sentence.
never does. He never fucking does. That is the Dean Wagner experience
We're all
on this
sitting here.
fucking
We're all
podcast.
sitting.
We're all sitting here.
Okay, continue.
No. I've said my piece. You are fuck you. I'm done. I'm done with you, Wagner.
No,
thing
I,
is-
so I was impressed. I'm sorry. One last thing before
No,
I
go ahead, bro.
I liked how the Giants team played as a whole.
Okay.
Obviously, they beat the Chargers. Like, not easy. No one's done it this year. The Giants did. I thought the D-line looked great. I think the secondary played great. Like, you got Justin Herbert to throw 2 picks. Not easy to do at all. You held Ladd McConkey to 1 catch. Like, they did really, really well. But, like, I wasn't expecting to see, like, I wasn't expecting to see more out of Jaxson Dart either. He did enough for them to win. Great. You know, I just want to see more next week.
I agree with you. I think against the Saints,
Like,
he
this
should
kind
have
of
a better
offense
game.
isn't sustainable throughout the course of a season.
That's
No.
fair.
Oh, I agree with
Yeah,
that. It was
I agree.
100% the like quarterback change, young quarterback
100%.
momentum.
At home.
Packs. Yeah.
I'm not gonna pick them.
Undefeated
I'm not
versus
gonna,
very
Yeah.
defeated. Like, it was so obvious, honestly, thinking back on it.
I'm not gonna
but-
pick against them, but like the Saints game next week is so obviously a trap game for us. Like,
Probably,
it's
yeah.
so obviously a trap game.
No,
Like,
I mean Spencer Rattler's 0-10 in his first 10 starts, so he's
He's
got to
so
get a
good.
win
He
at
just-
some point. Or
He didn't
another,
like
but
flash where I'm like, ooh, like that's different. Like that's
see, I think
I just
that's
thought he looked
just not
sharp.
true.
Like I he didn't make any like big time throws or anything. I'll give you that. I thought he made some good throws, but I just thought he looked sharp and commanded the offense. And like those were kind of the things you were worried about with Dart. It was, would he be able to run an NFL level offense? And he did it yesterday. I mean, granted, it was a lot of short throws and stuff, but you know, you're gradually bringing him along.
I also think Malik getting hurt changes a lot too. Like,
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do the same things that you would want
Right,
to
you're
do
not gonna
if you
hyper
have
target
an alpha
Darius
dog
Slayton,
number
yeah.
one receiver. Like, it just changes a lot. I mean, what are we dealing with now? Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson, and Theo Johnson. Like, there's only and that's part of where I'm. Jalen Hyatt sucks. Don't even.
Hodgins.
That's part of why I don't know what the rest of the season is going to look like. I have no clue, and I almost want us to trade for a receiver just for the sake of his development. But, I mean, shit, you went in there, you stared down one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and you made the plays necessary to win a game against who we consider as also one of the best defenses in the NFL. So, I
mean,
think
you had no business winning this game.
exactly. Saying
you know?
he didn't flash, I think, is just a blatant lie. He flashed.
it's not a lie. I mean, that's what I wasn't like at no point did I sit there and be like, yo, that looked really good. Like
No point.
no point.
Not once.
Bruh.
No point.
That's
Everything you
flat
did,
out
is like,
hating.
meh.
I don't know, bro.
I thought it was okay.
he threw
like-
that
you're like a-
shuffle pass to Theo Johnson, and they hit that super long handshake. I was like, that was a really cool handshake.
Talking about handshakes, bro.
Was it not a really cool
We talking
handshake?
about handshakes.
I thought it was a pretty cool handshake.
Nick?
Indeed.
I thought his first touchdown celebration. That was super tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super tough.
The other one he did
You
with
guys
his
are
knees, that
actually
was pretty cool.
glazing.
Bro, what about the play where it was 3rd and 1 for the game and he got trucked 3 yards back and turned around and ran?
Yep.
That was cool.
That play was good. We gotta
That's
get Nick.
What about
we gotta
the
give Nick a mic,
What about
bro.
the Slayton play, bro? Where he legitimately ran out of the pocket, backed up against his own goal line, stayed poised, calm, playmakered him back, and threw that bitch for a
Through that
10 to
bitch.
15 yard gain. I
First
think
down?
it was.
Move
Dot.
the chains.
Dot.
Move them chains.
Move the chains.
Move them.
You're naming plays that he gained positive yards. Cool. He had 111 yards. Sick.
Yeah, we can't. There's not many of them.
I don't know.
Right.
I remember like Halloween last year in AC. You were there.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, we went. Where were we? HQ.
Premier one of them.
One
Yeah.
of the places in AC.
Yeah.
We got to the spot so early, and we just had so much freedom to
Yep.
do whatever we want, to enjoy it,
Hell
get as
yeah.
many drinks as we want without a line, see an old friend,
Yes.
and conversate with him and be able to hear him because it wasn't so loud.
Yep.
But then throughout the night, it got crowded,
Very.
and I couldn't even make it over to my friend. Not listening to me. Yeah, it was like we were like we were this far apart, and we had to yell at each other.
Yeah.
So, point being, the beginning of that is the beginning of the Darty. But soon it's gonna be full, and you're missing your chance to get in, bro.
Yeah.
Who?
You. Hater.
I think I'm good being outside the Darty.
All right. Then when we're all in the
I'm
Darty
good. When the Darty gets,
running through walls with Cam Scadaboo.
when the Darty
What
burns
did
down,
that one guy say one time?
when
How
the
you
Darty
hated
burns
from
down,
outside the club when you
Can't even get in.
Yes. You know what the sad part is? Our quarterback is already better than yours.
Wow. Wow.
we're talking about Justin Fields, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you.
At no point was I like, yeah, he's my franchise guy.
No, but you
He was
came
always
out
a
here
bridge.
week one, you know.
I said he was a bridge quarterback. I acknowledge that.
You definitely said he was better than Dart, though. You said, well, we would have drafted Dart if he was better.
Yo, you sound like that. You sound
Yo, we should get Nick a mic. Why? Fuck. Nick needs a mic. Shit. He
Yo.
just cooked you.
Oh my gosh.
Well, no, we needed an O lineman like the Giants also need.
That's
right
helping
now.
your team a lot.
Giants have needed no lineman for 14 years. I'll give you that. That sucks. So please do that.
It
right.
never goes.
O
well,
line's
so-
probably not a bad pick either. Yeah.
Yeah, yours looks good.
Oh!
You won one more game. Sick. Like,
Oh my
1-3 to 0-4 is not much difference, bud.
What did Abdul Carter say? He said we're 1-0.
Yo!
We really
You guys
are
are
1-0.
The same record as the
Because
Ravens.
you're not helping me, and it's really annoying. Because
I love Jaxson Dart.
Yeah, he's a Jaxson Dart truther. You're
I
alone-
hated the Giants when Russ was their quarterback. It's a new era. I'm
You're
here.
alone on this one.
I'm here.
all right.
And I'm allowed in because I was here from the start, right, Nick?
Yeah.
No, I'm,
To be
I'm
fair,
so happy being
He
out.
is right. He is very right about the Jaxson Dart.
Let's go.
So
The Darty's gonna be lit. You don't have to come.
Right.
I don't want
he's not
to be.
invited. He's not even
Bro,
invited.
think
We
about it. The
closed
four
door.
bucks.
So we have a
actually-
suite.
Yo, we're playing beer ball at the
Yeah,
Dart.
hell yeah.
I uninvited
Happy
myself
Darty.
before you didn't invite me.
And then Dean's just sitting there crying because
It's gonna be
it's
yo,
us and Brian Newman.
It's gonna be another. It's gonna be another thing.
And Steven
that,
Vito.
It's gonna be another thing that Dean says we didn't invite him to, even though we did a long time ago. God, that was good. That was good. You gotta give me props. That was a good one. That was a good.
Be us and Brian Newman.
That is, I mean,
No, that was a good one. Come on, give me my flowers, bro. Sorry.
Nah, bro.
All right, well, you can't be right about everything because something I was completely wrong about was this Jacksonville Jaguars defense, who I said was one of, if not the worst in the NFL. I had trouble naming any good players on this team, but they have been one of the stories of the NFL. Sitting at 3-1 through the first 4 weeks, they're the 4th overall defense on PFF, 3rd in coverage grade, number 2 in EPA per play allowed, which they were 31st last year. And the main story about this Jacksonville Jaguars defense is they are forcing turnovers, man. They've 13 takeaways, which is 1st in the NFL. They've had 3 or more in every game so far this season. Last year they had 9, which was last in the NFL. They beat it by 4 already, 4 games into the season. And, I mean, I be in Jags Twitter just because, you know, in another life, I was a fan. Not in this life, but in another life. Devin Lloyd's getting some serious Defensive Player of the Year buzz through 4 weeks. Some stats. He has a 91 overall defensive grade on PFF. Top 10. He's top 10 in coverage grade amongst all players. Top 20 in pass rush, which, like, he's not rushing the passer that much, but it's still cool. Like, he's winning when he blitzes. 34.6 pass rush win rate. 3 interceptions, 3 pass breakups, and a fumble recovery. He was the star of the game yesterday. This is a pretty sick, where'd it go? Whatever, forget about that stat. But no, I mean, all the boys been playing well. Jordan Lewis in the secondary for them has been incredible. Also has 3 interceptions. They've been fun. I texted in the group chat about it yesterday, but no one answered me, which stinks. I mean, I guess I'm kind of used to it by now, but
Jeez.
Nobody answers each other when we say stuff.
We often do that.
yeah.
What'd you say?
I said, is the Jaguars defense like good, or are they just getting lucky?
Oh, I didn't see that text.
That's what I
I think
said.
there might be talent here.
They're playing their ass off, man. And I think a podcast, like the Ball Game podcast, they put out
Oh, those fucks.
yeah, those guys. They put out a tweet. It resonated with me.
Oh.
It said, Liam Cohen says, do the dishes. My sink's already spotless. Liam Cohen says, eat vegetables. I'm halfway through the broccoli. Liam Cohen says, eat crayons. I'm asking what color.
No, because I was like tweeting before and after that, and I saw someone like that tweet, and I go, I didn't fucking post this.
I made that. I made that. I
I
made
said, I
that.
didn't post this.
Nah.
I asked myself, I said, did I post this? I said, I don't think so.
Liam Cohen walking up to Rob Sala and saying, keep my name out of your
I'm
mouth.
not sure that's the way it went down, but he
That's what it
he
looked like.
went behind a few of his guys
That's
and
what it
then
said.
started yelling.
That's what the.
What?
No, his guys were holding him back.
Yeah.
Matt.
Bro, I watched him walk.
No, his guys were holding him back. bro.
Okay.
Liam
Okay.
Cohen's
He
that
knew
guy.
that if he was too close to Salah, he'd do something. he
Salah
regretted.
said I could end your life.
Yeah.
Did he actually?
Salah
say that?
basically
That's
called
what
him.
it- yeah.
Salah basically called him a cheater. And like said he
Like,
steals
actually.
signs and stuff.
Salah was about it.
Well, no, I saw Salah said that in the pregame, like pregame before he called out Liam Cohen and the boys, but he didn't even really like shit on them for it. Like he was basically just like, oh yeah, they steal signs,
I'm
but
only
it's
on
legal.
Cohen's side.
No,
Rob
no.
Saleh needs to hang him up, bro.
But Rob Saleh would respectfully
no, bro.
fuck him up.
No, bro. Duval. The thing is, like, it would never be a one-on-one fight. You know
Right.
why?
It's
Because
players.
Liam Cohen has all them boys in his corner.
Hell yeah.
I think
He's
so.
all of Duval.
Especially Brian Thomas.
Especially Brian Thomas.
That guy loves him. I swear.
But it's not about Brian Thomas. It's about their defense. And on the edge, it's kind of similar to the Giants. It all starts with that one guy, that one underrated elite edge player. For the Giants, it's been Brian Burns. For the Jaguars, it's been Josh Hines-Allen, who I think is just the same exact player as Brian Burns. If you want to say Burns is better, I'm completely okay with that. But they're like that second tier of elite edge rusher in the NFL, not the elite of the elite, but that next tier, always among the league lead in pressures. Josh Hines-Allen with 23 total pressures on the year. Sacks haven't come, but I'm sure they'll come at some point. Second in QB hits too. So when you have that guy just being one of the more disruptive players in the entire NFL, it makes everyone's job easier on the back end, and it forces these quarterbacks to make the mistake. So, I mean, this is a defense that I expected to be one of the worst in the NFL, and although they're the best in terms of taking the ball away, they're still allowing a lot of yards here and there. I'm not going to say they've been the best defense in the NFL, but I feel comfortable saying through 5 weeks they've been a top 5 unit, and I feel like that's a surprise for all of us. So,
100%.
We'll see if it continues going forward. But through a month of the season, I'm very, very impressed with the Jaguars defense.
Yeah, that day when I got up here and said the Panthers were making the playoffs, I left that day and said, why didn't I pick the Jaguars? Because I really had a glimmer of hope for them. But it was because of the potential of their offense. It wasn't their defense. Like you said, Devin Lloyd's been on an absolute tear this season. Josh Allen's up there. Olukan, I wasn't going to try to say his first name, but he's always solid. And Trayvon Walker, too, doesn't get a lot of praise because he was a number one pick, which sucks. But he's a good player. The sack numbers, he's double-digit sacks pretty much every year. He's got 2 on the season already. And
he's like Andrew Wiggins, that number one pick who's just pretty good at everything, but doesn't really have an elite skill.
I like that.
He's a really good player.
He is.
He's just good at a bunch of things. He's not elite at anything.
Yeah.
He's
cool.
For an edge player, he's one of the better edge players against the run, but how much does that really matter,
Right.
especially for podcasters?
Right.
You need a guy like him.
100%.
Every team needs a guy like Trayvon Walker.
Yeah.
But I completely agree with your premise of what you just said. You were banking on the offense, improving a ton, and carrying this team to winning some games. And it's kind of just been the complete opposite, plus Travis Etienne. I mean, the resurgence of Travis Etienne has been a bright spot too, but the defense has carried them to this point. Almost all of their games have been super low scoring, and that's just been their formula, I guess. Run the football. Trev, don't make a mistake, even though you end up making a mistake at some point or another, and, rely on a defense that's been great to this point. So, yeah, I think the Jags are cool for the AFC South. Should anyone fear them? No. I don't think so.
The Colts should, but that's about it.
I don't know about that.
Both 3-1.
Colts shouldn't fear them.
Okay.
They stink.
The Jags?
Yeah.
I mean, top 5 defense through 4 weeks, I
That-
don't know if that's sustainable, but it's probably not. It isn't.
That's a perfect segue into what I've learned 4 weeks into the season. The Colts are legit. The Colts were an 80 Mitchell away from beating the Rams this last Sunday. What an idiot. I mean, he makes one of the better plays I've seen in the NFL in the last couple of years in a one-handed grab, 360 spin into a 70-yard almost touchdown. Then he goes and reaches out in a celebratory fashion and fumbles it straight through the end zone. I mean, it's pretty laughable because he's been kind of under the radar for them through his rookie year and thus far this year, and he finally got a chance with Alec Pierce being hurt, so he does that. Obviously, that's bad enough. And then later on in the game, Jonathan Taylor breaks off a 53-yard run in which Adonai Mitchell also gets called for a hold, which brings back the touchdown. Yeah. So a really rough day. Shane Steichen didn't even commit to him even suiting up next week.
Jeez.
Which is real rough for him. I like A.D. Mitchell. I think he's talented, but it's stuff like that we saw at Texas that it's like this guy just makes stupid boneheaded mistakes, and he just is a bonehead, even though he's a really talented guy.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Colts look great. Daniel Jones looks wonderful. Even in this game against the Rams where he threw 2 picks, I thought he looked okay for the most part. Jonathan Taylor looks like a top 3 running back in the league. The defense looks so much better than I thought it would. I think everything looks really, really good. For them to be 3-1 so far, I'm super, super impressed.
When you say legit, like, you think they're going to win the division?
I think they'll make the playoffs.
You think they'll win a playoff game?
It depends who they're versing. I
Okay.
really don't know.
I was just curious, like, how.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I
the-
When I
they
say
feel confident
when I
with
say a
that.
team's legit, I think they're a playoff team.
Okay.
they should have won this game. They would be sitting 4-0
Yeah.
right now if that were to if those 2 events didn't happen. So I think they win the division, and I mean, yeah, I think they can win a playoff game.
Yeah, I mean, if they go up against a team like the Bills, like
No.
no. You know, if they go up against a team like, I don't know, the Chargers, probably not. I don't know.
I wouldn't rule that one out.
I don't know.
I
We'll see. I mean,
don't think
we're so early on in the season. I can't
Yeah.
predict who they're going to beat in the playoffs now, but they're making the playoffs. Daniel Jones' career resurgence is, we're upon it. It's upon us.
It's real.
He's here.
early on, it looked like, oh, he's back. When he threw that first pick, it was like, well, there he is. Welcome back. We missed you. How you been? But yeah, I mean, Daniel Jones has been great. Jonathan Taylor, like you said, has just been an absolute beast. But he's just always been that. The offensive line has held up. I just don't know how sold I am on this defense. I don't think they're like that good. I think they're good, but I don't think they're great. I don't think they have really much of a pass rush. Some of the guys in the secondary are cool, but that's really it with them. I still think they can win the division. I do think if the Jags defense is this good, maybe not top 5, but if it's great, like, I think they can give them a run for their money. Houston's 1-3, so it's a tough hole for them to climb out of, but I think they should win the division. Like, they should, but yeah, I mean,
Why
I
are
don't
they
know,
in the
and then-
South?
what?
Why are the Colts in the South?
Because the
Indiana is
geographical
more-
location of NFL
Indiana's
divisions.
in the North.
Why is Dallas in the East?
Right.
No.
Indiana is.
You said no.
What do you mean no? What the fuck?
Well,
Wait, what did you
like
just
they're
say?
literally not in the East,
Oh,
but they
yeah,
are
yeah,
in
yeah.
the East. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know they're in the
Kansas City's in the West. Yeah.
Bro told me no. What the fuck?
No, I'm just.
All right, bro.
Anyway, I was just
Whatever.
thinking.
Uh,
Late night
Is
thoughts.
Indiana is in North?
It's
What's
sure
my
as heck
purpose
not
while I'm
south.
here?
Like
Up late
mid-
thinking about
Not
what?
Midwest,
It's
but
like mid-
Central America.
Yeah, sure. I don't
Isn't
know.
Indiana right near like Ohio?
Maybe. I'm not good with
around there.
geography, to be honest. This ain't a geography podcast. This is a ball game podcast.
It is a ball game podcast. I'm not too sure I'm sold on the Colts. I don't know. I feel like,
Wow, I'm wrong.
what if we've seen the best of the Colts? Call that FFT. What if the best of the Colts was in weeks 1 through 3?
I mean, shit, they played a good game in this one, too, though.
No, they did play a good game. It's only going downhill from
So
here.
1 through 4.
Sure,
but-
they lost.
Yeah.
But almost 4-0.
I don't know. Game on the line. I saw Daniel Jones throw an interception, man.
Well, their next game's against the Raiders.
That's what I was just looking up.
So-
Raiders, Cardinals, Chargers, Titans.
Titans.
They realistically could be
like they have not that
6
bad of a
and 2,
schedule.
7 and 2, maybe.
6 and 7.
Their schedule's
6,
not
7.
that bad. I agree, but
Down the stretch, the last few games are definitely, you get 2 games against the Jaguars, a division opponent. Seahawks don't look bad. 49ers are always good. And then
Kansas
the last
City
game
out of the
against
bye,
Texans,
too.
Kansas City.
There's no
Texas
reason
could
they
be-
shouldn't win the division.
yeah,
but,
that's where I'm at.
I don't know. The Jags just have so much more aura, dude.
Do they?
Liam Cohen has so much aura, dude.
I actually think they have negative aura, the
I
Jaguars.
actually agree with
I think
you.
they're winning in spite of their aura.
Nah, I think that defense has those dudes are dogs, man. They're fired up. Liam Cohen's fired up.
Their offense is kind of cringy.
I know, but that's where
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
is.
wow, like they're 3-1 without their offense getting there. Like Liam Cohen's gonna get them right.
Yeah, but Danny, Indiana Jones, and Tyler Warren.
Danny, Indiana Jones, and Tyler Warren, the 3 of them.
Well, I was just renaming him Indiana Jones, Tyler Warren,
JT.
JT. That's aura.
Is it?
Danny does not have aura, bro.
Danny does have aura. I'm
does,
sorry.
definitely
man.
does.
No.
Miss me.
He does have aura,
Miss me.
bro.
No, he
No.
doesn't. He's a good player, and he's playing some good
It's
ball
like
this season. We
it's
can
like
say that.
generational.
Cam
Like,
Bynum
we just-
definitely has
I
aura.
was gonna
Cam
say
Bynum.
Cam Bynum.
Jonathan
definitely
Taylor has aura. That's fine.
No, Cam Bynum definitely has aura. He was
Yeah.
talking about the Rams have fake crowd noise and then played like shit and
Pat
got humbled.
McAfee on the Colts side.
Uh,
No, I mean the fans help you win games, so they play for you. Yeah,
The
he's
loud house.
shooting up for them. Yeah.
The Fever are in the conference finals.
Duval.
Duval.
I'm sorry, but ain't nobody that talks like that have aura. Nobody.
Yo, the Jaguars can't even play their number 2 overall pick right, bro.
yeah.
They play him
that's-
on neither side of the
yeah,
ball,
that's rough.
They
actually.
don't need him.
3-1.
They're going to need him at some point.
He'll be ready. His time will come.
They
He had
actually-
that cool catch.
His
He did have a
job,
cool
his
catch.
job is stand
He's
on the
good at
sideline and
football.
He's
clap.
very good at football.
Every time I see something good happen, isn't that what you said?
Hey, it's crazy.
Well, you drafted him.
Ooh.
I thought. I mean, he was
Ooh.
taking number 2. I thought he'd be better than he is, but
Damn.
Well,
Jags-
I don't
Jags
think
or
the
Colts
problem
win the
is
division.
him.
T-Mac doesn't look that
I'm a rock with the Jags.
amazing.
I think I'm with
It
you.
was cool.
Yo.
No, nobody's. I mean, Ibuka's the best pick. Ibuka was the second round pick in our league.
Ibuka.
I just am waiting for the wheels to fall
Crazy
off. of the
pick. I
Colts.
can't believe
don't
Jason
know.
gave him.
I just can't believe this is who Daniel Jones is.
I know.
Ibuka plus for more.
That's
I didn't
so
even
tough,
think it was
bro.
a
That's
bad
so
trade.
crazy.
That's so
bro.
tough.
That's
bro.
so
That's
crazy.
tough. Ibuka started this week for me.
Did he? He
Oh,
made it
man.
into the lineup.
Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr. See you later.
Wow.
I started Ibuka over BTJ2 in the league.
Wow.
I mean, paid off.
BJ
bro.
sucks,
Yeah,
bro.
he's-
He does
Wow, bro.
suck balls.
He's not very good.
Yeah. Speaking of fantasy football, this is a fantasy football redraft. We're going to be redrafting the first round of fantasy drafts after a month of the NFL season. Since I did the hook, I get the honor of the 101, and I think it's a no-brainer. I think we're going to all be on the same page here. It's got to be Puka Nacua, averaging 27.4 on the season in PPR leagues. Just had his best game of the season with 36. I mean, when your floor is 8 targets, basically 10 target. No, your floor is 9 targets, sorry. When your floor is 90 yards, like, you're just going to be the one-on-one. Matt Stafford's going to throw him the ball a million times. I mean, Puka Nacua has cemented himself as a top 5 real-life football wide receiver this season. And there's, with Joe Burrow out, J.J. McCarthy being out and ass, there's no reason to believe Puka Nacua is not going to keep this up and finish the year as the overall wide receiver 1.
He has only had 2 touchdowns this year, and he's the wide receiver 1. It's not even close. Like
Matthew
it's insane.
Stafford loves this man.
He does, yeah, and that's the thing. You want Stafford's guy.
Yes.
Stafford is gonna. He's
Or either of the guys.
right because Devontae is no slouch either, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, double-digit catches and book him for 100 basically every game. It's a no-brainer. He's the number 1.
He's the only position player so far with over 100 fantasy points. The next closest is CMC with 96.
Yep.
So with the second pick, I would definitely be going with Bijan Robinson. He's not the number 2 overall player at the moment, but I think rest of season to go along with what he's done so far, Bijan Robinson probably should have been the number 101 pick looking back, and I would definitely go Bijan.
It feels like every week you're watching Red Zone. He's ripping off a 50-yard run for for a touchdown most of the time. He's absolutely electrifying to watch, and doesn't matter how good or bad the Falcons' offense is. Bijan's going to get his. So completely agree.
Yeah, I'm in total agreement, except I would have taken this guy over him. You mentioned the second best in terms of fantasy points amongst position players. I'm taking Christian McCaffrey, and he hasn't looked like the Christian McCaffrey of old. If you're watching the games themselves, their run game hasn't been explosive, but the fact of the matter is, in fantasy football, I don't care about real-life football. The lowest amount of targets he's had so far this season is 7, and in the other 3 games, he's gone 10 or more. So Chris McCaffrey in an offense where their number 1 receiver is injured, their number 2 receiver is injured, their number 3 receiver is injured, their tight end is injured. Who else? Who else? Who's a consistent source of fantasy points and receptions at this point? It's Christian McCaffrey, and that's the 3rd overall pick.
And it's even if when those guys come back, that might even help CMC more than it does hurt him because it'll just make his life easier, and he'll still be the number 1 target in the offense and run the hell out of the ball. Yeah, sure. So with the 4th pick in the fantasy football redraft, I am going to select Amon-Ra St. Brown of the Detroit Lions, the wide receiver 2 on the year. Amon-Ra, for the past couple of years, has been probably the safest pick in fantasy football, so he has that high floor. And then the guy has scored 6 touchdowns in 4 games. The Lions' offense appears to be all the way back. He's the number 1 receiving threat. He's the guy they look to in the red zone. I'll take Amon-Ra for sure. And then at 5, I send it back, right?
Well, 4. But yeah, we could send it
You
back.
can send it back.
Yeah, okay. So
Oh, 5. I'm
yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
Jeez, I can't count.
That's okay. With number 5, with the 5th pick, I'm going to take a guy we just talked a little bit about. I'm going to select Jonathan Taylor, a workhorse for a really good offense. Like you mentioned, Dean, he's looked like a top 3 running back in the NFL this season. He has a knack for finding the end zone, and he rips off big runs like it's nothing. He's the focal point of the offense. I'll take JT.
It's tough for me because I'm between a few players here. I mean, James Cook to start this season has just been absolutely unbelievable. But
The other guy I was thinking of.
yeah, it might actually be that obvious. But I'm also looking towards the rest of the season too. I feel like we should be doing that in some of these drafts as well.
Right. Just yeah.
And of course, like I'm going to go with Jahmyr Gibbs. I think it's pretty clear and obvious. Gibbs is still one of the best fantasy players in the entire league. And the minimum he's had was week 1 with 15 points. Outside of that, he's had 2 over 20. He's always going to be a threat in the receiving game, usually efficient in the run game. And yeah, I think it's pretty simple. He was a top 5 pick, top 6 pick in redraft at the start of the year. He should still be one as well.
Yep.
With the 7th pick, I'm going James Cook, who's on an absolute tear with 5 touchdowns to start the year already, 3 straight 100-yard performances, 21 points, 26 points, 20 points, 22 points. I mean, if you drafted James Cook, you're probably 3-1, 4-0, something like that. You're having a good time so far. I mean, he's just not slowing down.
I think he just set the Bills record for most consecutive games with a touchdown of like 8 games of scoring a touchdown. So definitely a knack for finding the end zone as well.
He got paid and got better.
You'd love to see that.
With my next pick, what am I, the 8?
8.
Yes.
This might come as a bit of a surprise
Do it.
here. Do it?
Do it.
I'm going to go with my Glorious King, actually. It's been a slower start, but he finally had his breakout game in week 4. I think the usage, the way he's being used in the receiving game, you just can't beat it at the running back position. I'm going with Bucky Irving here. I think this is a guy who is locked into 20 touches a game on a great offense, just like Jahmyr, just like JT, just like CMC. I mean, he's getting 4 targets a game at minimum. We've seen him take those targets and break off huge, massive, explosive plays. Anytime he touches the ball, he's a threat to take it to the crib. I just think with the usage Bucky's getting right now, I think he's a bona fide fantasy superstar who's going to be a top running back the rest of the way. And then...
No, I was just going to say with Bucky, like that offense is going to get healthier too. So he should have an easier life ahead.
How serious was his injury? He's banged up a little bit.
He got an MRI, but he finished a game, so
Okay.
I guess he's okay. With the 109,
It gets dicey.
it gets super dicey here. I mean, I'm looking at Quentin Johnston. I'm looking at Trey Tucker.
Those are some names.
I mean, it's been rough for Jamar. It's been rough for Mr. Jefferson.
It has.
Oh, man. I don't know. I think I'm going to play it safe again. I'm going to go with another running back who I just know the floor is super safe with the potential to boom all over the place. I'm going to go with Devon Achane here. I just think with, again, kind of similar to Bucky, but even take it up a notch in terms of the receiving game, just the overall sheer volume he's going to get with the big play ability. I think he's, locked and loaded to be a top guy. I mean, he has games of 10 targets, 9 targets in the 4 games, 8 receptions, 7 receptions. He didn't get much work today in the receiving game, only 2 targets, but 99 on the ground and got in the end zone, and it was still a great week. So.
Made up for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
With the 111 we're at,
110.
110.
We're clearly very good at counting.
I'm going to go with Omarion Hampton. knowing what I know now about what happens to Najee, rest of season Amarian looks to be a first-round pick. I mean, 2 games without Najee Harris, you got 25 points, 27 points. I mean, he looks like he's just getting, not looks like, he's getting every touch out of that backfield in LA, and they have a great offense. He's getting into the end zone. He looks explosive now against the Giants. Like, he's really hitting his stride right now. I love him rest of season. I'm glad he's on my team.
One question. Would you trade Saquon Barkley today for Amari Hampton?
No,
You give up Saquon and get Hampton?
absolutely not.
I probably wouldn't trade either for either. I wouldn't trade Hampton for Saquon either.
Okay. So you'd rather have Hampton rest of season?
Yeah, for me.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
It's high praise.
definitely a choice.
His receiving upside with Najee being out is pretty significant. 6 catches for 59, 5 for 37.
No, I
In PPR is elite.
Yeah.
get
Those
it.
are receiver numbers on top of what you're getting on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know. Saquon's been bad, and he's
dude.
still averaging 15.7.
He's right behind him, and he's RB11 versus Hampton's 10.
Yeah. 18.4,
I mean, Hampton was getting no
17.4.
burn the first
That's
couple
true,
games.
too. Yeah, Hampton's had two really
massive
great
games.
Like, the Saquon explosion is
coming.
coming. It's just
I want to know.
Yeah,
my
but
face.
all over my
the Hampton explosion has came all over my face.
It did come all
Oh,
over
no,
your
I
face.
tasted that shit. Trust me.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
yeah.
I got a taste of the Hampton
Hell yeah.
explosion. I'd take Saquon over
I
Hampton.
agree.
Well, I got a taste of a big old Rome explosion. Because I'm taking Rome Odunze with the 11th pick in this fantasy redraft. Rome has been Caleb's number 1 target so far this season, and he's scored a touchdown in, check that, every single game. Rome's been unbelievable, and I think this Bears offense is only getting started just about now. So I expect a few more touchdowns throughout the rest of the season, a lot more than a few, but I expect Rome to continue the tear that he's been on and keep showing why he was a top draft pick.
What if
I
he
mean-
scores a touchdown in every game?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would be pretty sick. Same exercise, though, in a vacuum. Rome or Saquon rest of season.
Rome.
Really? I don't know if I'm there.
I haven't been impressed by the Eagles' offense either.
It's just, I don't know.
Saquon.
I'm
Saquon
sure it'll get
Barkley,
right, but
man.
like the scary part with that is the fact that he hasn't even had a game where he's averaged more than 4 yards per carry. Not one. Like that's a little
I
scary.
just
to
think
me.
it's just like you got to just trust it's going to come because it's Saquon. He, like, the film says he isn't missing a step. Like, he's just going to have a game where he breaks it off and then gain some momentum. I'd go Saquon.
Yeah,
Go
I think
Rome.
I agree. I was hoping you took Saquon so that I could take Rome, but I respect you for taking Rome because I've been pounding the drum all offseason for Rome Odunze.
I
So,
want to see the remainder of Saquon's schedule too.
well, while you do that, with the last pick of the first round in the redraft, I am going to select Saquon Barkley. This is a guy who had maybe the greatest running back season of all time last year, and he's RB11. You're not satisfied with that, but it's like we just said, the explosion is coming. He's going to have a game with a couple of touchdowns. He's going to have a game where he goes over 100 yards. He's had 4 or 5 targets in all but one game this season as well. So the receiving work has been there a little bit, and it's just the talent and the offense. I'm taking that all day.
Feels like Saquon's playing at his floor right now.
Probably,
And
yeah.
that's Still
I agree.
pretty. He's not losing you weeks, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you want a little bit more, but
No Jamar, no Jetta's first round.
Yeah, no
That's
Jamar, no
tough.
Jettas, no JSN, who's had a great start to the season.
JSN's in consideration there too.
Shout out to Quentin Johnston for being as great as he's been. Javonte Williams, a couple of the late round finds that didn't even get drafted. So
shout out. Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's late.
It is
Shout
late.
out you said Javonte Williams for us. Said, all right, it's time to pack this thing up, man.
It is 1:20 in the morning when we are recording
actually?
right
Holy
now.
shit.
It is.
It just goes to show how much we
We're dedicated. We love you guys.
man. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and follow us on all of our socials. And with that,
Comment to
Ball
W.
game.
Dean for returning.
Clap it up for Dean, yo.
That
clap-
sounds sarcastic, bro.
What do you mean? I like giving him something to comment, and I like giving him something at the end and seeing who sticks around to
All right,
the end.
word.
So if you made it this far, and if you're happy Dean's back, because that's important.
clap your
here.
hands.
If you're not happy Dean's back, also let
It
us
was at
know.
least
No,
one
yeah.
guy.
If you're not happy that Dean's back, comment in L Dean. If you're happy Dean's back, comment in W Dean, and we'll tally them up, and we'll either punish or reward Dean based on those.
We will either
results.
kick him off the podcast or keep him on.
You determine his fate. And with that,
Ball
Ball
game.
game.